We here, baby. Oh, that's not the Philo clap, but yes. So, very wild day already. If you guys already missed it, I hope you didn't. I hope I'm live. Nice. This one worked right away. Great. So, yeah, man, we've already been 4 hours here on the day if you're just tuning in. We are switching to our Philo moment. We'll keep our eyes peeled. I just took a bad put play a little bit ago, but everything else worked very, very well, and we are waiting for your boy Donald Trump to confirm a couple of things. Today was a lot of cold water, hot water, and now we get to talk about life with the minimal distractions. So, and two, again, if you guys are here, I mean, I'm not just saying this shit. These moments after we get the Philo, I mean, I'm going to be locked in. We'll see what we get with the news and all that, but this would be the moment with less people, more focused. If you have questions about trading, life, execution, I don't know what you're dealing with, but I could definitely, it's a lot more intimate. I don't mean that in a Diddy way, but I mean that this is a very good time to focus as well. So make sure you use that opportunity, all right? But since I think I'm going to hold those puts, so might as well. I think we could get right into it. You know what I'm saying? I can pray with you. I can for sure. I prayed the other day in the morning, but I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm glad that I charged for Philo. I'm very glad. You know why? Because, a real church would never charge you, man. I got my beliefs for free 99. Nobody ever told me them. Everybody who told me the belief honestly lied to me. So I found it on my own, and no real God or religion is ever found behind money. You know that, right? And why I say that, because I do want to pray, and I would like to pray, but at the same time, I'm very aware of the shitty industry that we are in, and I don't want to be, a fucking Kathy Woods or like a Billy Huang. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the guy who prays before you every day and then takes a daily gambling option. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't really vibe with me. I don't know. What do you want to be? I want to be giving you information, and I want you to get a house, and I want you to be a good person. And I hope individually that I go to heaven. And if I could save someone's soul, I will. And I've tried, and I will always be there as a brother. A brother is born in a time of need, and I think I've been there for people as they have been there for me. But again, I am a shitty ass role model. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get that. Am I intelligent in some areas? I am. I understand my gifts and my abilities, and I could do things, but I'm not a church leader. I would rather one of you become a church leader. And somebody that you could pray for me, man. But like I'm saying, I don't want that's it. I've seen it used against me. I've seen it used for me. And even if you agree and you know who I believe in and all of it, you know what I'm saying? It's just above all else, why are we here right now? That's it. Cut through all of the crap. That's it. I know between me and God, I use my skills to help people. That's it. I'm not going to use my skills to make you repent. Do you understand? For real. You know what I'm saying? It's literally, I am here for these moments. Even COVID, people lost everything. Not all of you. Some of you walked away with a house and it changed your life for the good. I'm glad. Amen. But I don't think I'm here to, I'm not here to tell you what path in life to take. Unless it's a path of saving money and being wise. I think I could talk about a certain level of discipline, but I don't think I am the spiritual role model, let alone, I get mad, bro. I get mad when I talk to religious people and they always try to use their religion for money. Do you understand that? Do you all get what I'm saying? Again, the funny part is half of the people who got mad aren't religious and the other half are religious. So I just want to make it very clear. You are here for a certain reason. Do you understand that? It is to work hard, protect yourself, protect your family, and walk away with finances and assets. That I could do. That is my job. I will dedicate my life to it. I will give you every single hour. I will fucking steamroll anybody who gets in my way. That I could do. And in the meantime, I have to work on myself, and I got to work on my own things. But what I do and don't do on this stream, I don't think it's going to get me in or get me out of heaven. Do you know what I'm saying? Same goes for you. It's everything in life. It's not just one part of it. So I'll pray for you today. I would love to pray with you guys, but do you see my reservation? So I have prayed a couple times on stream. We've prayed during meals. I prayed during one of the other ones, but I don't want you to get the wrong message. You got it? I don't want this to be misinterpreted, whether you could properly misinterpret it or just be a dickhead to misinterpret it. But you need to know why you're here. You need to know why you're here to work. Like I said, a lot of people could even talk back and forth, and, while they're trying to point a finger, I want you to make $1. I don't care. Let everybody look to who to blame. You should either be making a buy or taking profits. And that's something that I think will benefit you. But again, if you really are concerned about morality, you should probably not participate in the stock market. Because believe me, at times that I felt like selling it all and moving to the mountains. And until I'm ready to do that, that's a dilemma we will all have to face. But I don't think we should use it against each other, where some people will just have to decide. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, hold on. Let me get this loaded up. Wait, what is it? Screwtape. All right. Well, it is Philo time, ladies and gentlemen. And I kind of gave the intro to everybody earlier. I would love to give you another one. But yeah, let's go. Bow your head with me. We'll have a little prayer, man. I'm really, really down. So thank you, Lord. Thank you for everything you have given us today, from the blessing of waking up to even having the ability to rest last night. Thank you for all the people that are here, whether they are meant to be or not. I pray that you give us wisdom and guidance, and all the other things will add to it. But without the fear of you and wisdom, a lot of it is useless. Keep us all in the right state of mind. And one of the prayers that I've had, Lord, keep us away from pride. Above all else, make us not be disappointed and handle the disappointment and the troughs and the undulation. But above all else, make sure that the pride keeps us where we need to be and that doesn't get us into any problems, and we find you as our strength and not all these little minuscule things that are around us. And above all else, let us not fail to see the humanity and the fact that we are actually brothers and children of you and sisters. And I said it wrong, but you get me, Lord. But either way, protect us all and bless us, and let your will be done. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I usually don't clap after prayers, but I don't usually pray live for people. That's what I'm saying, bro. I like, for real, I like it, but like, F it. You know that? It's so funny that this is going to give me, you know that, right? Pray in private. Everything in private, bro. Give in private. Fast in private, But either way, I like that prayer a lot, because that is something that has been on my heart. Yeah, man, and I don't know. I hope y'all hear it, but again, always. Okay, I guess I'll give you a different intro. I heard this the other day. It's funny. I heard it related to, that's what just came out of my mouth. Because literally there's certain things in life that have been designated, and like sometimes it's good to have people around you, but don't forget, man, like in private, your will and what you do privately matters the most. I'm telling you, this is why I'm telling you, even this prayer thing, bro. You know how many people I've seen pray out loud and never prayed alone? You know what I'm saying? Or like you could tell by what they've done. It's like, oh, wow, you prayed every day in front of everybody. But I don't know, maybe if you did it by yourself. It's funny because I heard someone talk about this in the sense of moderation, and like it's who was the quote? I forgot who said this. But social media one day is going to be proof that we all had time to pray and do things in private. There's been a lot of good and bad that's been created by social media. But do you guys know that? Social media is your proof that you have time to do things on your own. I know, it sucks. I should have gave you a warning. Does that make sense? Go look at all the things you've posted, all the things you've liked the video on, right? What do you mean you don't got 30 minutes to pray on your own? You know what I'm saying? Because when you look back, you're going to be like, damn, I did have time. It was more entertaining to scroll. You know what I'm saying? It was more, your will was driven somewhere else. So, I had a different intro than that prayer just changed everything. So, I'll give you another intro, man. Because I was going to just tell you what I told you in the beginning of the day, but I do think it is more market related. You guys got to get ready. And you got to be ready for both sides. And like I'm telling you, if you're even willing to become a member here and you're really involved in this, I'm just saying, like, dude, these next couple of years, dude, your job isn't to be the smart guy. Your job isn't to, like, figure out all of this stuff ahead of time. It's to be wise and to protect yourself and your family, to take advantage of these opportunities as they come. Like I'm saying, I see so many people, and it breaks my heart because I see a lot of people who things are happening, and before trying to, like, get answers and seek the opportunity and see what's going to happen, they're looking to blame people that they don't know. And unfortunately, I think, and I'll warn you right now, those of you that take on that mindset, it's going to be a difficult couple of years. Okay? Whereas, because again, do you know what the reality is? If you did that under Biden, it would have been difficult as well too. I mean, shit, I was still live under Biden. I was still doing real estate every day. Cold real estate set records every year. Do you guys not get it? The landscape will change, but what are you going to do with the opportunity? So whether you like things or not, great. I don't like I said, we can't change that now. And maybe we'll get surprised, good and bad, but now we could get to work. And now to get to work, we have to do what we got to do. So I really hope some of y'all see, like, the money, the profitability, the benefit for your peace and time. It's not going to be there. And you guys know, like, for real, do you not realize that controlling your money is going to bring you peace? Stop it. I'm not trying to be no prosperity shit, bro. But can I just be real with you? When that money ain't going good, some of y'all tweak. Yes or no? You're telling me when you got money in the bank, you got the law, you don't feel good versus when you losing every trade, you getting clapped, you lost your job. You're going to really try to tell me that you are not more peaceful when you got your money shit on lock? Yes or no? Come on. It's a game. That's what I'm saying. Everyone just fucking around right now. Everyone fucking playing, acting as, what? No. Yeah, it's a lot of stress. I know. Everybody know. Let's be real about it. That's why I'm saying, like, I hope y'all realize, Philo, discipline or not, bro, start budgeting. Start saving your money. Start getting in control. Start thinking of, no matter what happens, how you are going to come out a winner. Do you get it? Because, my brother, naturally you will get peace in your life the moment you take control of your finances. So some of you, maybe you get peace out of Philo. I would rather you get peace out of taking control of your finances and discipline and let peace actually come in. I choose peace over profits, but some of y'all got to realize you are robbing your peace with bad decisions and a lack of discipline. And that's what I'm saying. These next couple years, I'm seeing people, no emotional discipline, punishing themselves when they could be making money. Punishing themselves when they could just be having a goal. And I'm like, it doesn't need to be like this. Go get your peace. And discipline comes with a benefit. Discipline looks like dog shit when everybody else is undisciplined getting rewarded. But when the tide turns, my brother, discipline is a very rewarding thing. Don't forget about it. So this is all just the intro because I'm going to just tell you the final part, man. 2 things we were made for. You know that. Go to the Garden of Eden, my brother. God made a perfect society and put these humans in it. And even before they messed it up, they were still tasked to work. They were still tasked to provide and give, even though they had everything given to them. Oh, y'all don't feel me, bro. Do you not get the image? My brother, even in a world that you could consider utopia, perfection, God still designed humans to work. They were given a task to still, even though they had perfection, all the food and everything, they still had to care for it. They still were given a task to complete. They had to give even though they had everything. My brother, if there was work in Eden, why are you... Do you get what I'm saying? And that's why, man, I don't know, all of you, whether you serve this country, whatever job you think you have that is good or bad, bro, do not despise the days of small beginnings. You need to unlock your mind right there. There's work no matter what, and it's a blessing. And you're never going to work. You're never going to stop working, whether it's good or bad, the smallest level, the highest level. Take pride in it now. Do you understand? There's no such thing as we never have to give back. You know that, right? This goes to generosity, too. That's why I said earlier, I really hope some of y'all do so well that you could be a light in this world. I hope you're able to help other people and then get me a house. But still, hopefully you help other people. But again, I even said it. I've helped a lot of people. And then I've seen them take a lot of money and then they just go and become menaces to society. But don't forget, no matter what you think you're going to accomplish, there's always going to be work. And generosity is embedded into you. You are hardwired to always give and give back to the system you're in. It's literally the Garden of Eden. All right? So, that's just your intro. That being said, are you ready? Yes. We're going to read Screwtape Letters, chapter 9. If you read, you have to read the other one. This is a carryover from chapter 8. Chapter 8, he was talking about the undulation. Do remember, undulation is the natural going from highs to lows and then reverting back to like a state you feel comfortable in. But it's talking about the peaks and the lows. And that's what it's going off of. Because remember, at the peaks and lows, my brother, that is where you are going to get taken advantage of. Whether it's by a spirit or whether it's by a human, peaks and lows are where you will get exploited. Y'all better write this down somewhere, bro. Do not be naive. Do you get it? Very, very simple. At your highs and at your lows, my brother, that is where spirits and humans are going to try to exploit you. Yes. You're all high and mighty. That's where they're going to look to take advantage of you. You're not, I say, you've gassed up on ego, you ain't going to view it the right way. How many bad trades have you made after a really good one? Vice versa. How many times were you so in the gutter, the opportunity was right in front of you, but you didn't take it? You were getting more sad about the low. How many times were you at your lowest point and mother act like they was gonna help you and they didn't and they took more of it? Man, human spirits, it's the same thing. Game is game, my brother. Highs and lows, you will be exploited if you are not aware. So be prepared. Don't run away from highs and lows. I'm just saying the error that people make is going through the highs and lows. They think it becomes their whole life. And then before you know it, you get lost in the sauce. So that's what he's going to be talking about here today. Here it is. My dear Wormwood, big tech critic to take key FCC role, semaphore. That's coming out now. My dear Wormwood, I hope my last letter has convinced you that the trough of dullness or dryness through which your patient is going at present will not of itself give you his soul, but needs to be properly exploited. What forms the exploitation should take, I will now consider. In the first place, I've always found that the trough periods of human undulation provide excellent opportunity for all sensual temptations, particularly those of sex. This may surprise you, because of course there's more physical energy and therefore potential appetite at the peak periods. But you must remember that the powers of resistance are also there at the highest. I'm going to keep reading. This one's crazy. The health and spirits which you want of resistance are also at their highest. The health and spirits you want to use in producing lust can also, alas, be very easily used for work or play or thought of innocuous merriment. The attack has a much better chance of success when the man's whole inner world is drab and cold and empty. And it also to be noted that the trough sexuality is subtly different in quality from that of peak, much less likely to lead to the milk and water phenomenon of what humans call being in love, much more easily drawn into perversions, much less contaminated by those generous and imaginative and even spiritual concomitants which often render human sexuality disappointing. It's the same with the desires of the flesh. You are much more likely to make your man a sound drunkard by pressing drink on him as an anodyne when he is dull and weary than by encouraging him to use it as means of merriment among his friends when he is happy and expensive. Damn. Never forget that when we are dealing with any pleasure in its healthy and normal and satisfying form, we are in a sense on the enemy's ground. I know we have won many souls through pleasure. All the same, it's his invention, not ours. He made the pleasures. All our research so far has not enabled us to produce one. All we could do is encourage the humans to take the pleasure which our enemy has produced at times or in ways or in degrees which he has forbidden. Hence, we always try to work away from the natural condition of any pleasure that in which it's at least natural, the least redolent of its maker, and least pleasurable. An ever-increasing craving for an ever-diminishing pleasure is the formula. It is more certain and it's better style to get the man's soul and give him nothing in return. That's what really gladdens our Father's heart, and the troughs are the times of the beginning of that process. Damn, bro. Activist Elliott accumulates 5% stake in Smiths over the past year. Financial Times. Build-up of Smith Group. Who's Smith Group? Who's this? Yeah, it's an ADR up 13%. No one fucking trades this. SMGKF. Yeah, fucking random as hell, bro. Yeah, or SMG, it's one of these, but that popped 13. Financial Times, I don't see anybody talking about it. Oh, no, it's hitting one wire. Yeah. Anyways. Did y'all get that paragraph? That paragraph's insane. Insane. Bro, it's saying you are going to get taken advantage of at the lows, but did you not get what he was saying? Can I explain this to you? I've said this to you in the past. But do you guys realize that God created all pleasures? Dude, pleasure is not wrong. It's only wrong when you do it at the wrong times. That's why he's saying the demon's goal. He says they fall for lust. You know why? When they're at their low period. Bro, a demon don't want you to have lust when you're at your high period. You know that, right? That's what he said. You said you would think you could get a man to commit more lustful sins when he's on top of the world, right? But actually, no. You would think he'd have more energy, right? He'd have all of this stuff, but no. Because that guy, if you're happy, engaging in pleasure when things are going good, it might actually, you might end up, you're going to feel good. Do you get what I'm saying? Even naturally in your body, you're on top while doing things, even if you consider it a vice. At least you're not feeling sad. The demon doesn't want to play with you on that. Let them, go ahead. Let them be lustful when they're doing good. But that's not as effective as getting you when you're down. Because guess what, bro? You feel on top of the world. Go have sex. That might be the best sex of your life. Yeah, I said it. What? That's what it's saying. Because guess what? Be on the lowest point of your life and turn to lust. I bet you that sex won't even hit. Yikes. That's why you could jerk off 10 times in a day and still feel terrible. Yikes. I could shut up now if you want. But all I'm saying, this isn't my trick. This is the devil's. He even says it with alcohol. Can I just tell you this? Come on, let me just tell you something. Go ahead. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? You all got your vice. I do. I got mine. Only do them when you're happy. Now what? That's it. Go ahead. You want me to judge you less? Great. Do it when you're happy. I told you I drink at weddings, right? You've heard me say that. I will celebrate with my friends. I will be excited. I will be happy. Why am I going to go? You want me to turn to mushrooms, drugs, women, all these things when I'm sad? That's a trap, dog. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Handle your weed. Handle whatever you tell me you can handle. Great. Do it when you're happy. I don't think you should do any of them. Drink water. But do you understand the strategy? Bro, play with pleasure enough. God created pleasure. I'm not afraid of pleasure, you mother. Some people think I am because of my belief. I'm not. You think I'm afraid of pleasure? You're a fool. You don't get it. I love this world. I love some of the things we have in here. That's why I'm like, whoa, what's more? Give me more. Pleasure's not the problem. It's when we pervert it and do it in the wrong order. So you want to get a one leg up on your vice. You want me, I be saying, don't do this, don't do that. And you think I'm judging you? No, just don't do it when you're sad, bro. That's it. This Philo could change your life right now. If you stop drinking, smoking, fucking, and whatever else you think when you're sad. That's my only stipulation. Sad. When you are feeling low, do not turn to those things. Turn to yourself. I would much rather you do that at your highs. You may fall off still, but at the very least, it is harder to trap you into, why do you think people are like, oh, drugs ruined my life, alcohol ruined my life, women ruined my life, this ruined my life, men ruined my life, all of this, this ruined my... Why? Did you engage in it at your lows or at your highs? I think that's a crazy-ass paragraph, dude. Because I think it's a wild way when you look at the strategy of what's going on. I am more worried about some of you doing drugs while being depressed than those of you who are just excited. Like you have life. At least you got life in you, man. At least you're drinking in a happy environment. I don't think that's the best thing, but I know it'll be harder for the devil to use it against you than being isolated in your room. Oh, I don't know if y'all feel me, bro. So I'm not saying this to bring any of you down. I'm saying this so you know the strategy and how it is being used against you. Like we said, at highs and lows, we will get exploited. Y'all think this whole time I'm trying to stop you from, bro, stop the dumb shit if it costs more in the long run. It's very simple. If you could get way more right now, why would we trade it for dog shit? Very simple. That's why I feel this would hit me. Because like I'm telling y'all, I want some of y'all to walk in what you got, and I think y'all got talents and y'all got destinies. And y'all see it, and I know I'm a weird guy, and y'all have seen my emotions over years, but at the end of the day, I think this one says a lot, man. Just stop messing with this stuff when you're sad, bro. Don't turn to it at a low. Turn to it at a high at the very least. I don't think you should turn to it at all. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you are playing the trap if you are dealing with these vices at the lows. That's it. Because now the pleasure is getting perverted. Now we're not just going for pleasure as a vice. It's much more sinister than you think. That's why the devil don't play with it at the high. Because if you're having fun and you feel, bro, one day, if you have too much fun at the high, you might end up like me and be like, holy shit, this is beautiful. You be like, holy shit, wait, no, life is, what is more in this life then? Huh? You don't get that experience fucking drinking yourself to a slumber because you felt bad about last year. You don't. That's how they trap you. Go ahead, bro, watch. Go jerk off when you're happy, damn it. Go ahead. I don't even like y'all doing that. I've already gave you that Philo, but watch. It's different. You're not even getting the same quality of pleasure and are getting robbed of what pleasure really is. Because you give into it at the lows. And that is the trap being used against you. But can't pleasure bring relief? Yes, but it's being used against you. It's less effective. Watch. You don't think, bro, I told you how much I love women. I do. It's a problem. But mine wasn't, I didn't enjoy them at the low, bro. I just know, but I remember the times at my lows. It's terrible. All of it. I've drank, I've done drugs like all of you. I've shared this with you. How do you think I know this shit? I could call out some of your lives sometimes because I fucking lived it. I know how your friends act. I know how a druggie act. I know what it's like to chase a drug. I know, I lived in LA. Again, it's so much different when you chase the things at the low versus the high. That's it. I thank God, bro. I thank God the times I didn't get stuck because I did dabble in the lows, bro. I did. We all have. Most of the people in here who have recovered from anything, they know what I'm saying. And then they've learned, they say, this is for me, this isn't for me. But I'm telling you, universally, very simple. Y'all want to edge right now? Y'all want to leg up? All this pleasure vice shit, I'm not telling, do whatever you want. But do it at the high. Don't do them at the lows. Go ahead. I would feel much safer for you at the highs than the lows. I'm more worried about the 20-year-old doing the drugs and the drinking and the shrooms and life, and he don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? He feels sad. He feels lonely. That's bad. That's scary. Because you're just walking into a trap. I feel way less scared of that than the guy getting drunk at a wedding. Than the guy celebrating what he just did. And you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, at least you'll be around people. You'll be in an environment. It's attached to a vibe of accomplishment or something. I don't even think it's good for you. But at the very least, I don't think we've given the respect to the darkness. You don't play with that shit in your dark times, bro. That's how you get attached to it at your times. You know what I'm saying? Watch. Promise you. The devil don't want to mess with the highs. He knows it. Pleasure is God's creation. He does not have home court advantage. All he could get you to do is pervert it. Get you to have pleasure and get less in return. You're busting a nut and not even getting the real return on that nut. I know, I just said that. But that's the devil's trick. That's why the first time you did it in the right way, it felt amazing. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear this. Go ahead. I could go down the whole list of everything. Of everything. So, figure it out. But that's what I'd be worried. Don't avoid the lows. That's it. You walk on the lows. That's it. You got to get focused. You'll find your way out. It will not be permanent. But you got to be careful what you dabble in there, because then you're going to change what pleasure really is. Don't dilute it. But there's an even better way of exploiting the troughs. Is that real? No, it's fake. You good. But there's an even better way of exploiting the trough. I mean, through the patient's own thoughts about it. As always, the first step is to keep knowledge out of his mind. Do not let him suspect the law of undulation. Let him assume that the first ardors of his conversation might be expected to last and ought to have lasted forever, and that his present dryness is an equally permanent condition. That's what undulation is. So they're saying, don't let the man realize the truth that there is good and there is bad. That's it. You're going to have times where you feel really good. You're going to have times you feel really bad. Get the human mind to not understand that and believe that whatever is happening is going to stay forever. That is what the undulation is. Do you get it? Does that make sense? Very, very simple. So what's going to happen? You're going to go through a high in your life, and then you're going to think it's important. U.S. researchers claim to replicate DeepSeek chatbot for $30? What? Hold on, I got a weird-ass headline. It's from the Independent. Or they probably meant 30 million. After Chinese startup outperforms. It's not really moving. I watch. If they said $30, we're dying, but that could be an error. And yeah, it's not hitting full wires yet. So no, I'd wait a little bit. But anyways. It's old. You saw it on the weekend? Oh. Done. But again, undulation. Nothing will stay permanent. That's why when you're at the high, you're like, wow, everything's going to be good forever. My long-term hit an all-time high. Every time I open it, it will be an all-time high. No, it won't. It's going to come down one day. And then when it comes down, you'll be like, oh, my God, my life is over. It's never going to get better. It's always going to be like this. Woo! It's tweaking. Does that make sense? That's the undulation. That is the trick. Oklo ripping. His present dryness is an equally permanent condition. Having once got this misconception fixed well in his head, you may then proceed in various ways. It all depends on whether your man is of the desponding type who could be tempted to despair, or the wishful thinking type who could be assured that all is well. So again, some of you are targets. You have to see which one you are more. Some of you are easily tempted into despair. I think I'm more of the wishful thinking type. Some of you are wishful thinkers, and there you go. It gets used in both. SPY new high. And then Regional Health, RHE, halted. There was another buyout on Friday. You may then proceed, or wishful thinking, who could be assured that all is well. The former type is getting rare among the humans. If your patient should happen to belong to it, it's getting more, but everything is easy. You've only got to keep him out of the way of experienced Christians, an easy takeaway nowadays, and direct his attention to the appropriate passage in Scripture, and then to set him to work on the desperate design of recovering his old feelings by sheer willpower. And then the game is ours. So, do you know how you could get somebody who is easily convinced into despair? You make him think that all he has to do is get the feeling back. No, it's not even pride. The pride is thinking he could do it on his own. That's it. Just keep him out, keep him away from any truth and anybody who will tell him that's not the reality. Isolate him enough, and then that's it. Just go find the feeling. That's all you got to do. You see, you're despaired. Everything's down. All you got to do is get that feeling of the first one. The candles keep tripping, but we're just melting up anyway, so I don't know. I wouldn't fall for it too much. It's kind of odd, though. Literally, it's another chasing the dragon. That's all, but that you're easily despaired. At one point, you might have thought that was the answer. You didn't realize what you were doing, but you were just trying to get that first feeling. As long as I could restore myself back to that feeling, that's all I need to get. Bro, that feeling may never come back. You will be the best person you've ever became without ever having that feeling again. You know why I say that? Because I've had feelings I've never experienced again. I don't think it changed anything. In the moment, it was hard to realize. But yeah. If he is of the more hopeful type, your job is to make him acquiesce in the present low temperature of his spirit and gradually become content with it, persuading him that it is not so low after all. In a week or two, you'll be making him doubt whether the first days of his Christianity were not perhaps a little excessive. Talk to him about moderation in all things. If you could get him to the point of thinking that religion is all very well up to a point, you could feel quite happy about his soul. A moderated religion is as good as us as no religion at all, and more amusing. So how do you get the hopeful person? You just say, calm down, bro. That's it. You get them to get used to a low temperature. You say that low temperature, no, it's always like that. You were just freaking out in the beginning. Maybe when you did hear about it and get all excited, maybe you were just overreacting. You know, maybe, yeah, there's a point. You just got to chill. Get them used to the current low temperature so you can make the other stuff look absolutely insane. Damn. Do you get that? I think that one's a crazy one. That one's crazy. Nah, bro, you were just... Yeah, maybe when you heard about the long term, you were just inexperienced. That's why you got that feeling. Don't feel that way. You know, no, it's faded, bro. You should be calm. You should be, you should just be like this. Literally. Acquiesce to the current low temperature. This guy's on drugs. Bro, I know at least 20 people who would have been millionaires if they didn't think I was on drugs. You know that, right? I wasn't on drugs. I probably got a little bit high here and there off some weed, but I wasn't on drugs. But do you get it? Literally the same people when once in a lifetime is happening in front of you. They're like, nah, it's normal. Nah, you're just being dramatic. What? Yeah, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Don't be acquiesced to the low temperature. Another possibility is that of a direct on tack of faith. When you have caused him to assume that the trough is permanent, can you not persuade him that his religious phase is just going to die away like all his previous phases? Of course, there's no conceivable way of getting by reason from the proposition, I'm losing interest in this, to the proposition that this is false. But as I said before, it is jargon, not reason, you must rely on. The mere word will, I don't know, I hope you never forget that. It's jargon, not reason you must rely on. Most demons are expecting you to ignore reason and only listen to words. Do you understand that, right? This whole book, 9 chapters in, is all about getting humans to ignore the basic common sense of reason in all of these issues that you could ask. Do you see what I'm saying? Get so caught up in highs and lows and emotions that you just listen in the words, but you're not really using reason. The mere word phrase will likely do the trick. I assume that the creature has been through several of them before. They all have. And they always feel superior and patronizing to the ones that they have emerged from. Not because he's really criticized them, but simply because they're in the past. You keep him well fed on hazy ideas of progress and development and the historical point of view, I trust, and give him lots of modern biographies to read. The people in them are always emerging from phases, aren't they? You see the idea? Keep his mind off the plain antithesis between true and false. Nice shadowy expressions. It was a phase. I've been through all that. And don't forget the blessed word, adolescent. Your affectionate Uncle Screwtape. Wow. Chattadonia. I don't know. I like that. There was a lot of facts in that one, man. I don't know. I like that Philo a lot. I don't know. Above all else, man, just get ready, man. I don't know. Don't get exploited at the highs and lows. You know, don't feel like you get too acquiesced. I think there's things to get excited about. Don't be driven into despair and just, I don't know, man. 2025, I want you guys to have good lives, whether or not everything blesses you or not. I think that other part is really applicable to all of you, okay? And what I'm talking about is you're going to deal with the vices, bro. I've always had my arms out for every single one of you. Even then, even if y'all went to jail, I've forgiven you, and I'll tell you what I mean honestly. And I care about some of y'all, and I just think it's very simple. If you can't get what I'm getting now, then you don't really want a brother, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't really want anybody in your life, and you got to figure it out on your own if you can't hear what I'm saying. Because all I'm saying is, bro, stay away from the vices at the lows. At the lows, you need to find something to get you out of that. You're going to find yourself at the lows. Do you understand? It's not in alcohol. It's not in weed. It's not in women. It's not in men. It's not in whatever you think it is. You are yourself at the lows. You're going to find your ass in there. You're going to walk away with something big. You deal with the vices at the highs, but be careful. Don't be playing with these vices in the lows. That's where it becomes a trap. All right? So that being said, Chad, I love you all. Take that one to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. You're on mobile, press hot chat, X out the chat, hit the thumbs up button. Second link for the nightly watch and main channel. Amen. Let's see. Long term. Am I mad or just passionate? Are you fam or just acting it? I know I talk a lot, but I always keep passing it. Gotta keep it in the roto. We are not the same, like rice isn't risotto. All the real ones know it's always no photos. Hit the market crash, stop backing, I'm the go-to. Just because you know me, that don't mean that I'ma know you. Damn, talk stops non-stop, I am really him. If your name not Ben, we ain't really friends. Franklin at the end if you ain't getting that. I think all y'all do sedatives, or worse, I hope it's not hereditive. You ride the wave, but I invented it. I saved, and then I started lending it. Make trades, then I put it to another crib. That's a formula I did my whole life. My bro knew I was quick, so he taught me how to fight. Said you being followed if they take 3 rights. If they don't want your chain, then they want your life. So I go and share both of those. If you kill me or you rob me, either way the money overflows. All about $1, you can tell my heart is really cold. Something in my head, cause my soul is getting really old. Don't let a gamble tie your mind up. Nah, don't let a bitch fuck your life up. It's true, nothing good happens at the night, bro. Money is fun, son, I hope you made your mind up. Tell me who the line up, show me where you find her. You can have a rollie, it don't matter when your time up. Handed him a Bible when he asked for a light, bro. We are not the same, like a lion's not a tiger. The difference is the difference. That's my old bitch's shit, that's my new bitch. That's the YouTube and the Twitch. From the hills to the trench, in the game to the bench. The difference make the man. Long term. Check me. Yeah. $1 for the tacos, $1 for the chicken. Used to think life rough then, but now I'm reminiscing. Dream is feeling distant. Supposed to have her, shoulda had her, but now I have her. So frustrating, so irate. So I'm just saying, why the fuck we so patient? If this was 68, we would've had a riot. Now you speaking for the people and they tell you be quiet. I ain't buying it. Little guy defend the MNC, anoint him at the DNC. Why your social movement always benefit the S&P? The first place to look for enemies. It's not your fucking family, nor your core beliefs. I hope you see the war beneath. Forget about the future, they say only grab what's in your reach. They ain't smiling at you, it's a battle and they showing deep. Taught you how to criticize, so wisdom stay beneath your feet. Man, I'm feeling overlooked. They ain't even hungry, but they telling us that we cook. Hard to read the room if you can't even read a book. Yeah, hard to fake a smile when they sewn our mouths shut. Fuck, we won't even hear this. You won't even feel this. Jealousy override empathy and realness. A corporation steal this, repackage it and reel it. Evil so fearless, they're so shameless, saying I'm blameless. The generation filming in the moment won't say shit. Why we call it brain dead when it felt like our soul dead? Or maybe we just sold it. Oh shit. Whoop. Bam, 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 bam. Amen, baby. Amen. That's good, bro. I think y'all like that, Philo. I'm glad, man. I think some people just like, I don't know, man. God invented pleasure, dude. So you could live a really good life and a peaceful life, and it could be good. And there's just I think a lot of misery comes from people trying to subscribe to a belief, and they're not doing it for real. On both sides, because you're going to have people criticize you on all of it. But that's what I'm saying, man. I really hope that some of y'all are like, bro, just God put you here for a reason, man. I don't know what to tell you other than that, but it wasn't so you'd be miserable. You know that, right? So you're like, I don't know. I hope that opens up your mind a little bit more and realize, and that's why too. Just do the things that let the pleasure of life come at the good times, you know? And when you're feeling good, do not just be careful of calling on those things when you don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it's a scam. So yeah, enjoy life, bro, and live, and you'll see. And I think you will get a lot revealed to you, bro. Amen. 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 What's up? What's up, man? Post feels though, no headlines, which is good. I mean, the market went up. Those last puts got clobbed. But we still got some money on the other ones, and then we'll ride from there. But remember, the ghetto spread got me like 250 back, which was good. So we'll see. I think we're all blessed, man. If we could come here, be aligned, and stay focused. And that's why I said, too, during some of these moments, if you guys have any questions, I don't know if it's Jesus related or literally what I could help you in, stocks, real estate. Again, I got a lot of properties sent, so all that stuff is good. But, you know, we have an opportunity. Be around those, keep working hard, and, I mean, it's already a blessing, so I'm excited where we go with it, but we gotta do something with it. Harvest is plenty, baby. Harvest is plenty. Let's go. Yeah, there's a couple more headlines. There was banks, USCB. Didn't they said something on releasing people? You have a dark Philo. What if some of us aren't meant to be happy and prove our worthiness? No, it's literally the Philo I just read you. You know, do not be convinced that that's like your life will never be like that permanently. That's ridiculous. Does that make sense? Just like every other, you're going to have good and bad. It's ups and downs, peaks and trough. You will never be subjugated to only pain. U.S. readies new 1 billion arms sales to Israel. Hot dog. You got to close on a house, 620. Should I pay as much as I can down payment? No, I mean, unless the down payment lowers your interest rate. But I'd like to have my cash. I mean, in this case, you'll be spending 6%. So you need to make more than 6% on the money. Now you could get like 4 or 5. But yeah, so I do think, I mean, depending on what your plans are, what would you do with the money you didn't put down? You could turn a long-term to a house. Somebody did today. 2 people did. I want to turn mine into a compound. So we'll see. Just a thought. I don't think it, like I said, I hope you're not going through that. And if you are, I think the truth is just, you know, there's a lot of good in life. But at times, you know, it's hard to see it. But then at other times, it's easy to see it. But you know, we don't know. Some people, you don't know what God did for what reason, and other people, and that's why I'm more fati. But if you're conscious enough to have that thought, I don't think you have been subjugated to any of that. YouTube bugging out. Tradingfraternity@gmail.com if you have a real estate address. I will take a look. JP, banks done good. Again, I brought up the European banks on yesterday's watch list. Keep in mind the whole dollar Europe thing is actually very, very important. Or like Japan and European banks. Remember, if we tighten and everybody goes their own way and we tighten, Euro is going to actually ease up, and then vice versa. Oh, he says long. I said, what are you going to do with the money? I'd like to pay low down payment, but like the money you wouldn't put down, if you put down the minimum down payment, what would you do with the extra money? Because it's only like a 1-2% difference between the interest rate and then the risk-free rate, but it all just depends what you're going to do. If you're going to need LT to turn into a house but only need half, how do you sell? That is up to you. You could start with the shitty names first. Try to keep your good names is what I would do, and use that as your, get rid of the trash, but it's really up to you at that point. And just, if you did it kind of equally, you don't mess up the balance, but it's really up to you. That this feels like the yen drama, yes and no. So I got like a little more concerned with the yen, but I don't know, fuck that. I need the bonds. I got it, yeah, but nah, the yields are climbing. Like I said, once these come up, even if it goes down, but Now, honestly, I was getting more concerned with the yields coming down because I was like, all right, I don't see high yields in Japan. But then I forgot, like, this shit's fucking 20%. So just like any other time. But now that the rates are climbing, wait till it breaks out again. It'll boil over. And then on the way down, then the yen will blow up, in my opinion. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I could explain it in real time when we get there. But like I'm saying, I was a little like, I was kind of brushing it off, and I think I was right to. And then the yields started to come down, and I got worried. But now that the yields are on the rise again, I still think it's developing. So I think it's the dollar mess right now, amongst other things. So we'll see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, I got a lot of emails today, so I don't know. I might have to check these afterwards. Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, but I got like three or four. Unless you guys are, if you're here now, like if it's like a real estate review, because a lot of you guys are just trying to buy properties, bro. That's why I was like, okay, shit. Well, I'll tell you what I think. If you guys are in escrow on a house, like, I'll let you know what I think about it. So that just in general, I want you guys to be wise. And some of you have sent me some good properties lately. I think Trump is going to be in 30 minutes. I hope. Mm-mm. All right. What's the thing you keep in renting? I mean, I would just have a manager do it depending on the area. It's really going to boil down to the tenants. I mean, be prepared if the house hasn't been like remodeled, like, or like not remodeled, but like washer, fridge, shit that people use, like it's going to have to work. Otherwise, tenants are very, very quick to ask for replacements. But otherwise, just look at the market area. A manager would be nice. And then all that matters is just kind of depends on the area if it's a lot better or a lot worse. Because like if it's gonna be like a luxury area, you just got to screen the both really expensive or really cheap. You got to extensively screen. If it's in the middle, then your life's easy. Management cuts. Well, how far away is it gonna be? You don't have to do a rental manager, but like I said, it cuts. It's like 10% off top. But usually it makes life easier. If it's right up the street, that's it. I mean, what you could always do is maybe make a company and call it Dakota Rentals. And then that way you manage it yourself, but through a corporation. So then that way you don't have to really like be the mom and pop landlord if you wanted to keep it corporate. But yeah, I like property man. I used to hate them though. If it is feasible though, if you're close to it, you want the experience, you could always run it until it gets too much, and then worst case, hire a property manager. No, I want houses that are off market. So the only houses that are on market is if you're gonna buy it, I think, and you're asking me. But the ones I'm looking for are the ones that just you have a contact, someone wants to sell, and it's off market. You can put the home in a corporate too to protect liability, assuming it doesn't change your mom's original tax rate. But those are things I would talk to with a CPA about. Oh, I can't. How much do they want for the Louisiana one? Roger, I got that one, but I need a Louisiana agent. I can't pull up comps. You guys limit like comp access. But yeah, that one's off market. Those are the ones we want. That shit, those are the ones you'll get paid on. Because if it's on market, unless we get it cheaper, but usually on market, it's hard. How much do they want for that house? I need to go see the value, but usually give me the address and what they want, and then I usually respond with what I think it's worth and what I could offer. But usually if someone has a price, that's a great way to start. Would I rather keep money in the long term and pay it off or turn the long term into the house? I like moving my money into houses. So homie told you there, like the liquidity changes. So you got to think when you buy a house and if you use your long term, you can't use that money anymore. But then again, that's my mentality with the long term, is it not? Oh, did you guys just realize something? Think about it. I tell you, I'm not going to touch my long term for 10 years minimum. Does that sound familiar? So think about it. If you moved your long term to real estate, you really can't touch it for 10 years, or you have to go through a bigger process to touch it because it's a house, right? So I don't mind the liquidity. I'm not here for liquidity. I'm here for income and equity, right? Like, so if you're going to live in the house, it's not going to make you income, but at least you get a tax write-off and you now have a way bigger asset. So that's the thing. You got to realize, I mean, it's quite simple. Let me see how I could show it to you. The deal. You could re-email me, but dude, I got like 100 emails in the last week, or last weekend. So I'm going through them. I'm having somebody even help me out with them, but I have zero reference to what you're talking about. So you could re-email me right now and bring it top to mind. But at the end of the day, too, I am, we're a little backed up. There's a lot of people. So it's good, though. Half of them are just like not even like they're all on market, but there's a group of Chads I'm very impressed with. So, and again, that's what I'm saying. You know, put in some work. There's money out there. Y'all will get paid too. If I make money on any of these, you are getting paid. So I look forward to it. But again, it's a hard game. That's why it's just, you got to keep working, go through it, and you would be surprised. Where was I going to show you? I wanted to give you an example. I want to open up the long term and let me just explain. Because again, if you do use your long term for a home, you're not going to have liquidity. Like, you get what I'm saying? All that money is now tied up in the mortgage or the down payment or whatever else you're doing. But that's good and bad. You have to make sure you could cover it. That's why if you could buy a house and it pays for itself, even better. What was the real estate email? I don't know. You said that you already emailed me, so now I'm really fucking confused. But here's the good old long term, right? So let me just get creative, all right? We got $26,000 in the YouTube one. This is $200, $300 a month. God is good, right? You made $36,000 a year. After 4 years, you have almost a yearly income saved up. Right? No more PDD. All right. So let's say we did what? Half of it. So $13,000. All right. So unfortunately, $13,000 is half. That would be 10% of a $130,000 property. So do you guys want me to give you like reality, or do you want me to start bending shit? Because 20%, you could be a crackhead. I could get you a house. 10%, the house has to have equity in it. You see what I'm saying? Bitcoin's ripping. We have David Sachs coming up. Hold on. Bitcoin did come back. Bitcoin's about to go fucking green, bro. That's crazy. Well, reality with $13,000, you're not, if you don't have credit, if you don't have a good house that has equity in it, like you need 20%. I could get anybody a house with 20%. Do you understand? So 20% is the realistic minimum. Because even if you are a crackhead and your long term is 20% the value of the house you want to buy, I could find a dumbass bank to give you the money. Yes. That's just the welcome to financial standards in 2025. Or the last 5 years, really. You see what I'm saying? I could do it with 10, but you need a good property. So even if you have more, if you have a better credit, if you got more money, or you have a property with instant equity, you could do it for $10,000 or 10%, excuse me. That means your $13,000 could get you a $130,000 property, right? Otherwise, for a $130,000 property, you would need $26,000. That would be 20%. Are you guys following? Is everybody with me on that? Because then the last option is if you're going to live in it, FHA. That's a whole nother story now. Because now with FHA, if you're going to live in the house, you could get it for 3% down. So I'm pretty sure you could get like $400,000, I think. Yeah. So now that 50% of the long term could qualify for $400,000 if you're going to live in it. So do you guys see this scope of reality? Depending on your credit situation and depending on the type of property you find. That's the reality. You have a $26,000 long term. If we used half of it, $13,000, it would be enough for 10% down on $130,000. It wouldn't be enough for 20% down, and then if you wanted to live in the house, you could get up to $400,000. This would be if we sold half of the long term. So I'm just showing you, I have $26,000 in the small long term we made for YouTube a couple years ago, right? This is a small income, small savings. If you did this for a couple of years, you got $26,000. If we used half of that, that gives us $13,000. So, because like I'm telling you, the problem is once you spend the money for houses, your liquidity dries up. Joe, no way. No. Bruh, Joe Biden signs with Creative Arts Agency. This is hilarious. Bro, Joe Biden signs with the Creative Artist Agency. This is the CAA in LA. Let me put it another way. Joe Biden and LeBron James now have the same talent management. I can't believe it. This is like top level CAA. CAA is big, bro. Like even in it's like LA shit and Zendaya. Yeah, and LeBron, they signed Joe Biden, bro. Oh my goodness. I'm not done yet, motherfuckers. I'm gonna make a book and a movie. I'm not done. Yeah, you thought you get wait till you see Rico. I'm gonna show you a lot more. Fuck it. Tell him me and LeBron play 1v1. A one-on-one. Come on, I'll fuck you up, LeBron. My hairline's better than yours. Yeah, motherfucker. We're gonna have still. I'm not. 4 more years. 4 more years. Yeah. Yeah. This has to be related to the Luka trade. How did LA get Luka and Joe Biden in one weekend? This makes no sense. I don't even know where Kamala is. Her stepdaughter still got armpit hair. And I'm just still like, I don't even know. This has been a wild weekend, bro. This has been a wild weekend, man. All of it. There's a lot I'm digesting, bro. But either way, I know there's only been 2 weeks. Crude settled at 75. Not bad. Where's your boy Biden? Where's your boy Trump? That's so funny. Creative Arts Agency. Fucking Joe Biden. Joe Biden might start streaming. I might have competition. Because he's alert. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you think I'm locked in, this guy was the president for the last 4 years. Some of the best numbers I've ever seen on everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything. I looked at his stats and, bro, just the recorded stats at the time. This man is alert at the top of his game. I'm telling you, the performance level of this man. So I do have some competition if he starts streaming. That's somebody I'm a little, I'm not. No, I'm not as excited about that one. How are you able to take multiple mortgages out if you buy more than one house? Well, a mortgage is it's a loan backed by a property, but you could back a mortgage by multiple properties or just one, or you could do other loans that back it and secure it by the borrower instead of the property. But anyways, where was I before that? And then we're going up. I think our last puts are deck or dookie. But yeah, we're going to make money on the ghetto spread, and you could still sell the other one. That's a crazy part. The calls are still going up, and you've made the full value on the ghetto spread. Where are they, though? Oh, no, they were worth way more. Still get $60 and then $200 on the ghetto spread. Laviender. But yeah, like we were talking about with the property though. So again, if you're going to live in it, you could get $400K. So if you have no credit, you're going to need more than half of that long term. If you have decent credit and you find a really good equity deal, you could do it with 10%. You'll have enough for $130K. Or if you're going to live in the house and buy like a multi-unit and live in one, you could get up to $400,000. So this is the point I wanted to prove to you guys with everything. Yeah, I think David Sachs for crypto is going to be talking soon. And then again, we should have Trump within the next 10 minutes. But remember, he was just talking and came out with all that other stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. But this is what I wanted to show you. Which option do you guys want to go in? So if we took our long term, are we going to buy 130 for 10%? Or are we going to go FHA for $400,000? Boeing BDS loss from operations in 24, $5.4 billion. Yikes, versus 1.7. FHA. FHA or we go hard money 10% down. We either live in it, $400K, or we're doing $130,000. So the guy who asked the question really only wants 10, but what's the rate difference? Doesn't matter. That's not the point. This is exactly what I'm trying to show you. Again, we could always change the rates down the line. Well, we'll start with the FHA one, just because this will make my point very clear. So hypothetically, we take our $26,000 long term, we cut it in half, pull out half of the money, take that $13,000, and then we go put it for an FHA loan home, right? And we buy a house for $400,000. Maybe it's a multi-unit. We live in it. We rent the other ones, and then we pay the mortgage like we pay our rent, right? Are you guys with me? Now, how much do you have in your long-term investments after that deal? So we cut the long-term in half. You can't use that $13,000 anymore. Remember, you can't touch it without selling the house. So that money goes somewhere else. You now have $13,000, but what are we at? Yes. So your net worth, you got to minus the debt. But now, after doing that deal, my brother, you would now be in control of $413,000 of assets. You're not in the same spot. You just 20x'd your financial exposure. Ta-da! No. Not only can you have a place to live in, not only are you writing off the interest, whatever, but like legitimately, you now own $413,000 of assets. minus the debt. You have debt now. You probably owe 380 in debt. You see what I'm saying? But even then, you are now in control of that. That is your right. That is what you have. Assuming nothing goes bust, you're renting it out. Property goes up. You pay down the debt. The other assets grow. You keep saving. But do you see what I'm saying? You now just went from working at McDonald's for 3 years, watched Josh Answers save $200 to $300 a month. After 4.5 years now, you have $26,000. You cut it in half, bought a house on FHA. You are now owning your own home. You have enough money to do that. And then you still have $13,000 in stocks. You're still saving. And you now have $400,000 in real estate. If you make 10% on your real estate, you just made $40K on that year. Even if it takes 2 years, crying out loud, that's your yearly, yeah. It depends how you do it. The reality is how you rent it, how you pay for the mortgage. And like I said, you can't touch the money. All this money is going to become non-liquid, but we were already treating it as non-liquid. You get what I'm saying? But now you could do this at any scale. It doesn't matter whether you have 20 grand, 30. But even then, with this size, that's why I was telling you, I got so excited once our small long-term got this high. I was just like, wow, we could buy a fucking crib, dude. This is what I've been telling you my whole life. This is how you do it. But that's how, even if you have nothing, if you are willing to eat shit for a couple of years, play your cards right, I mean, before you know it, though, you can be pushing 400 grand in assets relatively easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not, all you have to do is be patient and save $300 a month. And then we got like, what, a 30, 40% return or whatever. And then, yeah, that's it. I've done this many times. I could do it again. I said I'll do it, but then what are you guys going to say? You're going to tell me that's now the law term. So now you guys want me to just go buy another house with my own money out of pocket and not use my long term to show you. You see, it's hard to balance because I said I'll do this right now. I have even 200 in the other account. I'll fucking buy you a fat ass crib if you want, but y'all said you don't want me to sell it, and we haven't gone 10 years yet, but you have a house, bro. You could do it. You could pull it off. And like I'm saying, though, in a weird way, I just want you to think about how you're growing your assets. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not, don't get lost in the sauce, but you're now pushing way bigger amounts. You went from $300 to a month to now you got 25K. And now we went from 25K to 400 grand in real estate. You see what I'm saying? So, ta-da. That's what we're trying to do. That's why you're doing it all. And if you want to be a jackass and throw it away, it's Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. If you want it too early, too soon, without thinking about it, that's on you. But there is an accessible, real plan where it takes a little bit of time. But I mean, I think it's unstoppable. I think even with inflation and everything, if you work hard, you save, you don't be a dumbass and gamble it all away. Maybe it takes 4 or 5 years, but after that sentence, put in your time, I mean, you're looking at houses. You now have 400K in house. You see what I'm saying? That's it. So, ta-da. Yeah, I'm telling you, though, this is the game plan. This is why, if you're wondering why I'm getting so hyped on your guys, I'm very proud of some of you, and some of you are doing it. And that's why I just said, though, like even end of last year, you know, as a result of our I was very happy. I was very, very happy because I'm like, dude, that's why I'm even saying, like, I don't want y'all to really gamble too much, and I know I could have good plays and really bad ones, and I want to have a good influence, but, like, dude, long-term is fucking insane, dude. It's insane, and people are walking away. I don't care who the president or not, we could get you a crib, and before you know it, you could go from doing nothing, working at the lowest minimum wage, to becoming a homeowner. Will it take a couple of years? Yes. Is it possible? More than possible. It's not even to the level of impossible other people would say. So, yeah, man. That's the goal, though. And like I'm saying, the long term will be there. You'll go at your own pace, right? Just don't be dumb. Don't blow the money. And realize all these little deposits are working to something. You may not see it now, but it's going to turn into something nice. And it'll be there for when you're ready to grow and grow your worth. And before you know it, you know, you 10, 20K. But this is how you're going to start scaling up. And you're going to start building a portfolio of assets and doing it the right way. This isn't, I don't think Dave Ramsey would approve of this, but I do think you have to be responsible. And if you do save and apply those savings to good places, and then, You wait and you start hunting and working, and that's what I'm saying. Look for a property. It'll work out good, man. But the opportunity's there, and for some of you, if you have done this with me over the last couple of years, I just showed you, even with 26 grand, you could all do what I just told you. I'll help you with it. I'll get you an agent. I'll get you a lender. Even if you want me to make money on it or not, you tell me. But it's all possible. You just need those money amounts. That's all it is. FHA loans, 3%. The government does those, and you just got to find your crib. And again, it's a process. It takes work. But like I'm saying, it's like before you know it, couple years at a time, this is how a 20 turned into 200, a 200 to 6 to $1 million. You see what I'm saying? And before you know it, you will build a nice future, and that long term will be there for you, baby. Amen. Amen. 2 houses. That's how you do it. I'm saying, though, it's like you're going to work your way. And that's why I'd be like, why do you want more than one house? It's like I knew people in here who had nothing and they did that. It's like the goal is to grow your assets. You, your family, y'all have children and stuff. So, yeah, I hope you do good. And that's the whole point, though. But this is why I keep saying long-term, house, long-term. We go back and forth, but you have that opportunity. Power hour in Trump in 1 minute. Start as a 24-year-old new, now you're 20 now. That's how you do it, though. But that's what I'm saying. 5 years. And some of you got to do it earlier or later, but it's still like, then you're going to do it again in the next cycle. Keep saving, keep working, increase your income now that you have all this stuff, right? And then you do it again, and then just keep doing it. Then you hit a big Bitcoin, you hit a big trade, turn it to another house, go buy a private company eventually, and then that's it, little by little, bro. Little by little. More times, don't worry, man. As long as you do it now, just, again, the hard part is following the rules and going through the peaks and troughs. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Again, a lot of people even get excited here, then they get really sad, and then they'll get really sad and then really excited, and it hasn't been an easy 5 years. It's very attainable and possible, and I think there's thousands who have done it every single fucking day with me. You know what I'm saying? But it isn't like, it's difficult. I don't know how to describe it, man. It's just one of those things. Treasury expects to borrow $815 billion in first quarter. So watch if the bonds, I don't know what they were expecting, but that doesn't seem too jarring. If that number is bad, bonds will die off that. 815 is, I think it was supposed to be 760, but I'm going off top of my head. I think I'm wrong. Not 3 trillion. They said 815 in the first quarter. But yeah, man, all of the years of the law, it was hard. It was hard and easy, but like we went through fire, bro. Like for real. You got to realize we've been on YouTube and we went through the worst possible scenarios to have that account that we have today. You know, there was a lot of good and a lot of bad. So the hard part is just holding on, dude. Timing and putting in the years, constantly saving, not changing your mind, committing to a plan, even when it looks impossible. There's a lot of that. So, but if you are, I mean, in a couple of years, you're going to get a house. I promise you. We could pull that off. As long as you are the type to say, yeah, I will save money, I have money, and I refuse no, we're going to get a fucking crib. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're doing good. I like Eric. Keep searching. And like I said, that one house was like, it was like on the fence depending on that one property. But like, go, keep hunting. Just go. Keep stumble in the right direction, my friend. You know what I'm saying? And don't force it, but like, look, seek and ye shall find. Don't be the guy who's like, oh, I need to get a house, and then you ain't never do shit. At least look every day, even if you still can't find it, and you're like, oh, I keep getting close, but it just doesn't work. Like, keep going. But it's the right area. Getting and growing your assets, you're going to grow your net worth. Again, like I'm saying, I'll help you avoid a bad deal, protect the long term we're putting into the property. Just don't top tick a fucking crib, and we'll be fine. So, yeah, it's a good idea, though. But, you know, keep in that direction and stay on that. Yeah, I don't think you'll regret it. Most people haven't. Roth, if you already have a house, I wouldn't really get in the way of the Roth. Because if you already have a good property, I would just grow the other shit and then get another property. Because now with the Roth, just max it out and get the tax-free benefits for your retirement. Because paper could grow faster than real estate. Like I said, I've made my fastest money in stocks. I've made largest amounts in real estate because they're way bigger assets. But paper could move, especially if your Roth is tax-free. You see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't pull out my Roth to get another house if I already had a house. I would just go get another house naturally with other things and then keep the Roth working with tax-free benefits. But not a recommendation. That's all you. There's a monopoly on Roths. Yeah, we're waiting on Trump. I haven't got a headline. We just got a USDA and then a Treasury. This Trump thing's going to be Canada. He already signed the other executive orders, but again, I don't know when he's going to come on. But it is Power Hour. You only make $50K a year, but in 2 years you have 32, 18. Yeah, that's beautiful. But yeah, you could do the FHA. So for you, that would be great. If you would want to live in the house or get a multi-unit, like I'm saying, 13 grand of that long term will get you a fucking $400,000 crib. So, and even then, you guys, here's the deal. Are you guys ready? You don't have to do this right now. Why? Because, what the fuck was that? Wait. Huh? Wait, they just closed out my E-Trade just closed out my spread. Huh? That's weird. They've never done that. Did that happen to you too? It was a daily, but I mean, I thought my account was exempt. I don't know if I put an old or no, but it closed my ghetto spread and the ones I owned. It gave me the same amount of money. No, I don't have a margin call. No, they hit me with the Robinhood. Levitt Trump call with Trudeau has begun. Yeah, I see that too. White House press secretary is underway. I don't know if they're going to let us listen to it, bro. I don't know. I did have a other older one, but that's funny. Well, I learned something new. I don't think Carolyn Levitt's live. She might have tweeted it. Caroline Levitt. Leave it. Caroline, leave it. Yeah, so someone just quoted her. Well, I've never ghetto spreaded a daily. That's why. They never closed my other ones. But that was a spread. That's hilarious. Very cool. Because I need to double check that. I need to see why they did that. But then I might have just learned something. That's a different type. That shows up differently. I didn't think, because I legged into it, I didn't think it would look like that. Future's getting weak. Well, get ready. I mean, you're going to have Trump in like 50 minutes. We already got our set of plays, but I think they're all dead unless there's like a real move. But I wouldn't make a play till we could confirm it. Or you could just go ahead of time if you think he's going to fuck it up, but that's on you. I might have had enough capital, but it was a lot of contracts. Maybe that's the reason. It was big. Again, I went big on the first one this morning, and then we actually just hit it. So we'll see. Mm. I think you're gonna get a Trump comment, but I don't know if he's gonna be live. Again, ever since that Reuters, bro, he was going live, just winging it. And then after that Reuters thing, they changed the reporting system. They like give it to him, or like he gives it to like a closed group of reporters, and then they do it live, or then they replay it. Like I feel like they want to know who they're saying it to keep it, because it's very, very odd right now. Does that make sense? You give it to 5 trusted reporters first. That way, if anybody leaks it, you cut all of them. Do you see what that's the process that I'm getting for now. But that's why it's like I don't know. I don't know if we'll hear him. We'll hear him, but I don't know if we'll see him live. Well, we will react in real time. It just depends on when we get the info. But that was all from Friday. I mean, blame Reuters. Reuters was blatantly manipulating and it messes with policy. It messes with the dollar. Like CNN, Wall Street Journal, WAPO, and now Reuters in the last 3 months have all moved the dollar 0.5% or more off of fake shit. That's not really what you want, especially if you're trying to really do something. Yeah, no, he's not live yet. Are these protests still going on? So the Mexico protest in LA? I saw videos, but and then I need to go pee. I'll be right back. There's no audio.
We like energy.
All right, burb.
Like industrials, we like financials. Those all play well in an environment where the president is trying to get the U.S. economy going at the expense of the rest of the world. We're unfavorable on emerging markets. We're unfavorable utilities, and we're unfavorable staples because, again, we think higher interest rates and those higher input costs will keep those sectors kind of contained.
You know, Samir made a point that lots of people make, and I'm only going to pick on Samir because he's here on the show with me. That the president views the S&P 500 as a scorecard. Undoubtedly, that's true.
No, it's not. I think he's changing that. Ecuador president orders border closed from February 8th to February 10th. Guess who's next? There it is. I would be on the lookout for an Ecuador trade line very soon. Ecuador is closing their borders. I think that means so people can't come back or leave. But yeah, Ecuador just got into the mix on Twitter.
It's important for investors to have to take something of a political view here and look at it through the prism of the administration's people who say, I mean, listen, let's ignore the administration for a second. Jamie Dimon was on with Andrew Sorkin from Davos and said, a little inflation is worth national security. Something to that effect is what he said. That is a prism into how the administration thinks about this. And so the president isn't making this view, but he's implicitly making this statement, hey, guys, how much inflation is worth saving 10,000 American lives, 50,000 American lives. And I think that's a consideration that investors, not that Samir was not, but that investors have to consider.
Well, what does it mean to consider that, though? I mean, I think a lot of investors start from a position of that tariffs at all at this stage, especially if you want to just impose them first and then
plan
negotiate,
for Trump and Xi to speak over the next 24 hours.
There's an immediate, imminent thing that investors say, take care of it with tariffs. And so, therefore, you have to have the premise either the economy's going to be fine either way,
that
or
also came out right
you have to deal with how either inflation or growth expectations
change. I think fair, but I think the administration would say there is something imminent. People cross the border every day, people die every day.
Yes. I'm saying from investors' point of view,
fair.
Look, Christina, here's the thing. It might not seem like it, but the indexes right now have been in like a 3-month trading range.
Nothing, yeah. Understand nothing was done for me. I know, but can I say something? I'm going to say something, okay? We need this. Very, very simple. Okay? So, one, I still feel bad about deporting people who didn't do anything, even if they're illegal. Is it against the law? It is. I know that. But I am a human and I have sympathy for people. Some of you need to learn that, okay? It's still broken the law. They get deported. That is what it is, but you can't tell me how to feel about it, okay? But I was talking with somebody about this, and I just said, though, there is something that is sad, but there is something on the other side of the coin that I think a lot of people have ignored. Because now it feels like there's like this crackdown in like immigration and this and that. But generally, I feel like, how does the attitude towards crime feel right now? Because I said all of this shit is sad and it feels kind of like wild that it's so aggressive. But I feel like we are also kind of feel in a way. It has nothing to do with immigration. I think it has everything to do with the like government action towards stuff. I don't think you have people feeling the same way. Like, it just doesn't feel like we're like LA and San Diego. It feels more on lockdown. I don't know how to describe it. Does that make sense? So in a weird way, everyone's like, well, yeah, it's this. And I still think it's fucking sad. But it is like, whoa. Public shit. No. You're good, bro. That's very Roman of you. But yeah, I think the general attitude, though, we haven't really talked about like crime. But then again, I am worried for when we'll see what everybody does in the long run. There's no consequence. I'm not arguing that. Just some of you have zero empathy for people. I get it. Be mad. Blame the government. But like, if I see Abuelita getting deported for no reason, I'm sad. What's wrong with you? Like, why would like she did nothing? Why wouldn't I feel bad? I'll be like, oh, come on, bro. Like, I feel you. Go get the drug dealer. I get it, but like, there's some, I'm gonna feel bad. Like, what? I get it. You could talk I'm not arguing the law aspect, and unfortunately, it is what it is. But yeah, I got empathy for some people. I don't like. Even if I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm secretly hoping she gets away. Like, I don't know if you wanted me to tell you that, but that's how I feel. But the other guys, I'm like, get them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a drug dealing ass, raping ass, like just being just so, like, why are you so violent here if you want, like, I'm like, get them. But I hope Abuelita get away, bro. Fuck all that. I know she ain't do shit. Even if she a criminal, that's all you. I hope that criminal get away. Have you seen Squid Games? I'm just saying. At least I hope she makes a couple rounds, but she don't. Nah, I want her to win. But they do. I mean, a lot of people are ignoring the worker program. That's the thing. In the middle of all of this, I think Donald Trump extended the work visa program, but nobody talks about that. White House press secretary, Musk is special government employee. They already said that earlier. IBM. Remember, that was the winner last week. They're still in the green. They would have never been deported if he didn't allow that many people. Lots of immigrants. I feel bad. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of wild what Biden did. I mean, it's not like that's why I feel bad just for all of them. Like, imagine someone like, yeah, come on over. And the next guy's like, don't come over. So, yeah, it's a wild one. It was a lot of people. It's a lot of people. I don't think I'm getting the White House headlines, but I don't think you're going to hear it live, man. Where is the press briefing, though? I feel like we haven't seen a press briefing in days. We got all excited, and then that's it. Streamed 6 days ago. Come on, White House. Yeah, streamed 3 days ago, January 31st. Come on, Caroline, where are you? Caroline Real. I know, right? She's all over Twitter. I feel like she wants you guys. She wants to be the favorite. You know that? Like, she wants to be the favorite. Like, she wants you to forget about Kaylee. Okay? She wants to be Kaylee. So, I think I have high hopes for her. I have high hopes for her. She's stepped it up, but she made it clear. She said, "No, I'm going to be the one you remember." She really wants to. I think she wants to leave her legacy as press. She already is the youngest, so. I know you all found it out now, so should we talk about it? This may stop me from getting a fucking press pass because you guys are all nosy. You know that? Especially you say. Look, he's like, she's so hot. She's so beautiful. Every time I fucking tweet something at somebody, you say, comment something out of pocket on all my tweets. And then I tweet about the press thing. And then you guys are like, hey, Josh, is her husband 40 years older than her? And like, I'm here to tell you guys the truth, right? So now I'm like, man, this shit, I'm definitely not getting a press pass. You know that, right? Answering some of y'all dumbass fucking intrusive ass questions. Yeah, you say. I'm looking at you too. Yeah. But unfortunately, yeah, that is her husband is about 59 years old and she is about 27. I don't know why it matters. You guys are in their personal life. She had her child last year. But yeah. Shit. I could understand it, man. I could understand. I mean, I am from LA at times, you know. I've seen the craziest shit, bro. So, I think I've seen an 80. Man, where the fuck is Bill Belichick? Damn it, I don't want to. Man, Bill Belichick's girl is younger than yours. You know that, right? And hotter. I hate to break it to you, but have you not seen Bill Belichick? He is 80-something. Okay? And she's 22 or some shit. 24, tops. So, yeah, and he's 80. He's 80. He's in his 80s. So, but I've seen, or if you go, I forgot the restaurant. What's that restaurant where they got the Clico bottles on Rodeo Drive? It's a Wolfgang restaurant. Why am I blanking on the name? Save? Why am I blanking on it? Come on, LA bougie-ass motherfuckers. Help me out. It's at the end of Rodeo Drive or on Cannon. Bunch of Clico bottles. Wolfgang, Spago. Thank you, Spago. Yeah, Spago. No. It's I knew it. It was at the top of my tongue. Spago. Yeah, you want to see this? Go to Spago on Friday night. Yeah. That place is wicked. I ain't never seen, like, whoa. Yeah, Spago on a Friday and on Rodeo. You ain't never seen that many 40-year-old age gaps in your life until it blew my mind. I think I recorded it. I bet you I have a video somewhere. But yeah, Do you want to see the reverse? Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher? But yeah. How do you get the flip side of that? I mean, I think some of you could pull it off, but you know, let's try the long term first and let's see how this works out. If you can't do shit in the next 5 years with the long term in real estate, then yeah, I'll show you guys how to get sugar mamas if that's what you're into. Because some of you are contemplating that a little too hard right now for this extensive joke. Oh, yeah, Trudeau's wife. I forgot. That one was creepy. No, isn't Trudeau's wife like 30 years older? And then she knew him when he was in like high school? No, that's Macron. That's Macron. Yeah, Macron, bro. Nah, dude. Yeah, that one's wicked. Yeah, no, yeah, she was his babysitter. Or some shit, bro. You would think this is like a weird Chad just making up scenarios, but I swear to you, this is true. Like, this isn't some weird Chad be like, yeah, that's the babysitter. Yeah, that was, No. This is a true, like, French President Macron. Like, his wife is, like, 30 years older, and, like, she knew him from a kid, and, like, it was weird, bro. And then her family owns, like a 5-generation chocolate company. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah. Do your thing. Yeah, so that's what that's what Carolyn Levitt has brought us into, since you guys were talking about the age gap. But yeah. Oh, I didn't call Intel today. I don't know, man. He's not. I don't know what to say, and I already ended it with "you know what I want." I might have to leave it there, because that was my favorite. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite. Rental rates will come up in the next 5 years. It depends where. I think real estate is about to be very location by location. You know, you're going to have the same general like trends and macro factor, but a lot of it's just going to boil down to one at a time. Ask him if they had a new CEO yet. All right, let's see.
Thank you for calling Intel. Please select from the following options. If you know the name of the person whom you're trying to reach, you can use. Your call is transferred to an Intel operator.
Intel operator.
Hey, hello, how are you today?
How can I help you, sir?
Hi, I'm wondering, have y'all assigned a new CEO yet to the company, or is that still pending?
It's probably still pending.
Is there any way to confirm?
No, sir, there isn't.
Okay, is there nobody I could speak to about this matter?
No, sir.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, so I hope I'm not wasting it. Have a good one. Cheerio. It was like, I ended it with cheerio, but yeah, I don't know. I tried. That kept him on the line more than anything, bro. Fuck that. Fuck all of y'all judging me. That worked, motherfucker. He stayed. That was the longest I've got him on the phone in the last 2 weeks. Holy shit, bro. He knew it was me, but he was like, fuck it. I'll take it. He said, he liked it. Yeah, he knew, but he said, well, baby, it's pending. That's it. That's what he's going to repeat what I say. Next time, I'm going to ask him a question, and I'm going to make him repeat some shit. He just fucked up. He showed me his hand. Mm-hmm. Because he said pending. I said it weird because I'm talking in a fake accent. So he copied what I just said. So if he'll parrot it, yeah, I got him. I'm planning. I did Trump. The last time I did Trump, it confused the fuck out of him. He paused for a second. He was like, holy shit, Donald is here. Mm-hmm. No, he hates me. It's sad. Another life, we would have been great friends. I'm sure he doesn't know how chill I am. You know what I'm saying? He probably just doesn't get it. But, I promise you, I'm chill, dude. He'd love me. You know what I'm saying? He'd love me, bro. If we just, we're friends, I don't think he'd trip at all. A millionaire messing with customer support. Bro, $1 billion company fired their CEO and didn't tell you shit for 3 months. I'm not the culprit, sir. Sir, the real conclusion is, where is the CEO for Intel? Are we forgetting it? CPRX, Big Pop. A little bit. It said 2340. It's not loading up. Is it halted? I don't know if it's halted there. It went up a lot more and then chilled. I just scammed one of you. I got that one. Which one of you tried to take that? It gave it to me. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Did it? I think you took it. No. You took it. You cracked. Oh, I got it. No, I got it. $5. I think. Because I put in an order for 2. And then it filled. But then it only filled 1. And then another order came in right after. So, yeah, I got it at 5 cents. I just saved you. You got it at 7? Yeah, I scammed you. I stole that from you. My bad. Oh, yeah. I just like that first pop on it. It might be a dud. It was only $5. Trying to flip. I don't think that's going to work, sir. I don't know if you want me to be the bearer of bad news right now. Oh, there you go. If that candle hits, that'll work then, but it was tripping. All right, what time is it? 12:30? Or should we let him back in? Do you guys want to let him back in? Walmart recalled in 20 states as the FDA upgrades it to the highest level. Eggs, pizza, Lay's, and more. Trump advisors weigh plan to dismantle Department of Education. You guys know these are coming up ahead of you. So yeah, I'm seeing people post this, but this came out literally 7 minutes ahead of you. So make sure you guys are watching The Wire too. If you see it say exclusive, call it out in the chat. But yeah, because this is hitting wires now, but this was 7 minutes old. I'm not going to cover earnings. I'll post any preview on stream. But, yeah. All right, we're going to free the Chads. Good luck. Be safe. Like the video. You don't really need to. But, yeah. All right. Visel. All right. Free the chat. I think I put it on public, so they'll be able to get in here. Let me go to the bathroom. Let's finalize everything, and then we'll see. A large monitor for the wire. Yeah. Well, again, some of them, if you see it with like red or it has extra words, call those out in the chat. Because I'm telling you, that Trump one just came out like 10 minutes ahead of everybody. So, not much news about Philo. We don't have Trump yet. I don't think he's going to go live. We got Trump comments, actually, but they didn't really move much. But I don't think it's going to be there. All right. But yeah, let me go to the bathroom. We just opened up the chat. So there, we were done a little earlier today. So you guys
Let's just assume, hypothetically, Mary, that he does go through with that 25, 25, and 10, and you see that average tariff rate go up. What is the impact on regular people? We've talked a lot on the show about the impact on investors and maybe the impact on companies. But when I go to the store in a couple months' time, am I going to see a material change in prices?
If the tariffs are actually levied, Romaine, you certainly will. Kim Costing and I released some new calculations this morning on the PIA website showing that for the average household, it would imply about $100 more a month because of these increased tariffs. So where you would see it would be on wood products, other products that are used in building supplies. So if you're renovating a bathroom or trying to buy a new house, you would see that coming through pretty quickly. At the grocery store, given our reliance on Mexico for fruits and vegetables, you're going to see it in tomatoes, avocados, and other types of fresh fruits and vegetables pretty quickly. We would see it almost immediately in energy prices, as some U.S. utilities have already been alerting their customers that they're going to pass on the proposed 10% tariff on Canadian energy products. So you would see it very quickly in a variety of different fora.
So now let's take the other hypothetical and say that maybe he doesn't go through with this, but he spends weeks, if not months, rattling that saber. So for the average person out there, does that scare you away from maybe buying things? If you're hearing all this stuff out there, do you say, okay, I'm not going to go out and spend, $40,000 on a new car or a couple $1,000s on a new washing machine or even, on something, less expensive like, a new suit or a new dress?
You should ask Jared Bernstein.
Well, you may defer.
Stop wasting your time with these low-level economists. That's it, Bloomberg. You guys have the plug to Jared Bernstein. You should utilize it. I don't get why they're not. You know what I'm saying? Give me some real high-level economic information right now. Give me Jared Bernstein on the line. Have him explain all of this. You know what I'm saying? And cut the nonsense. Why are they holding back the talent? Only Jared Bernstein has the answers to this level of economic situation. He's the only one fit for the job right now. Jared Bernstein is probably one of the greatest economic minds that we have been blessed with in the United States of America. That's who Jared Bernstein is. But glad you guys are back. I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome. Yeah, we finished our Philo a little early. We are waiting for Donald Trump, but unfortunately, we got comments a little bit ago. He was talking about some things, when then even the Department of Education, some reiteration, but I don't think we're going to hear him. Like, I don't think he is actually going to go live later in the day. So maybe after the bell, but we got a couple of headlines. There's only like 23 minutes left, so for the most part, there was a headline on China in the next 24 hours. He was on with like an executive order, but the call began. That was the headline. So about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, the the call between Trudeau and Donald started, but we don't know what they're talking about right now. So, yeah. Scientific researchers are very much worried about this, but that I need names and I need a track record, unfortunately, because that same phrase was used to justify transitory and a lot of other things. We heard a lot of things about scientific economists, and remember, in the last 4 years, again, the amount of 2-3 standard deviation misses on economists has been one of the highest ever. So really, it just boils down to who's the people saying it and why. If I would listen to higher quality economists, but I would not take economists as a whole or scientific researchers. I would go individual basis. Majid, bro, you got to get you a membership, bro. Did he get himself one? Because I think he forgot to get his own, you guys, but he's hooking y'all up, baby. Thank you. My man, what's up? Thank you. Oh. Hey, man. All right, legend damn, baby. That was a physical horn. Yeah, no, we have one. We do. All right. Well, again, we're going to see. You might get comments of Trump after the bell, but for the most part, we do have info. The call started. Oh. Yeah, people are talking about it. Everyone's just waiting for it, but is this it? Oh.
Would tweet those out as well, and was someone who always...
Yeah, we might get some. I don't know, dude. This is weird. The schedule today, very odd, and then ever since the Reuters fake news, but there's a lot of press right now in front of Mar-a-Lago. There's other people, again, 15, 17 minutes ago. We did confirm the call between Trudeau and Donald has began, but again, we don't have any readout or anything. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for this Mar-a-Lago thing right now. Interesting. So I bet you he's taking the call right now, and then he's going to come out and be like, well, I tell you, I called Trudeau. I told him who his father was. And then I said, listen, we could be friends or we could be great enemies or you could become the 52nd state. We talked for a little. Nothing's changed. I'm still doing the tariffs. You'll see. Then tomorrow we'll talk China. Those people, smart people, cunning people, they're good, but I'll kill them. I'll kill trade policy wherever I have to. I'll show you, for the American people, then no income tax. What? And Justin gonna watch it live, right? He'd be like, what? He's like, he just said good job. He did a terrible job. Oh, I thought that was gold. Bro, Bitcoin's green on the day. That's the funniest part about this one. Where's the dollar? You do have to turn your gifts on for the membership, I believe. So, yeah. I think that's your YouTube settings. The altcoin. Did you guys see my tweet? Let me show you. If you didn't see crypto and altcoins the last, 3 weeks, I have a really good visual example for you. Are you guys ready? So here it is. This is crypto over the last 3 weeks. That's crypto. That's Solana. It was looking good. And you're like, okay. This is still crypto. It's like, okay, I'm standing up. Okay, we're good. We're rebounding. And look, this right here, the head, that right there is, that's right. That's every crypto investor. And then, and then you think it's, and then, no, hold on. And then there, and that was last night. That was last night. Right there. Right when you thought you fell, and then that was it. But the head nod, the head shaking, that's what it reminded you, because you saw it coming. You're like, no, man, no. But yeah, that's how it felt. Oh, I need to get the earnings previews. So yeah, let me I don't know. They're all talking Trump. Let me get those right now. Who is it? PayPal and Palantir? And then who is it? NXPI? No, well, Trump is in the meeting. He's talking. They're waiting at Mar-a-Lago. He's talking with Trudeau right now. We have no word yet, though.
Where this becomes a bit more scary for the industry is if we're talking about the actual devices that semiconductors go into. If we're talking PCs, servers, industrial equipment, cars, all of those kind of things are massive markets for the chip industry. If we're going to make those more expensive, if we're going to hurt demand for those devices, then we've got a problem.
Do you think that we're going to see export tariffs on other countries that actually make more of these chips than we use, like a Taiwan or Korea?
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously the concern that a natural extension would be to these economies that are big importers into the US and big exporters to the rest of the world. Now, as you just pointed out, that would be South Korea for memory chips, or Taiwan for the kind of logic chips that we all need that are the heart of our iPhones. So again, there's this kind of background concern that we're only at the beginning of this program. We don't know how it's going to pan out, but however it pans out, we're dealing with an industry that is a kind of a poster child for globalization, and that anything which starts to throw up barriers is going to be bad for it.
Well, one of the issues that came up when I was doing some research into it this morning wasn't so much the idea of how the U.S. tariffs will affect the chip industry, but how potential retaliatory tariffs could. Some of those names I mentioned, a couple at least, are based in Europe, and obviously who knows what we're going to do with regards to Asian countries, and maybe they're in a position where they retaliate. Is there any way to sort of factor that into your general outlook, Ian, that if, the Dutch want to hit back on us, or Taiwan, God forbid, want to hit back at us, what type of impact that would have?
Yeah, no, that's a very good question, and there's a deep-seated concern. We've already seen a precedent for that. The U.S. took trade action against China. China then turned around and said, hey, we don't like what your companies are doing, we'll take a closer look at them. So a country like China is actually the world's largest market for chips. You look at the Netherlands, they're the biggest producer, the dominant producer of a crucial piece of chip equipment, lithography, that everybody needs. We talk about Korea. We need memory chips from Korea. So this is a very interdependent world, and yes, the US is the biggest creator of semiconductors, owns a vast swath of the technology that goes into semiconductors, but other people have big bats as well, and we need to be careful of them.
Yeah. All right, Ian, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Bloomberg's Ian King. And, of course, we even saw on the DeepSeek news last week threats about chip curbs, again, from NVIDIA, say, to China.
Yeah, and I think, too, I got this sense coming out of at least what we heard out of Donald Trump's mouth over the weekend, that this is going to go a lot further than just tariffs itself. There's a lot of other curbs that he's looking at here to, in his words, protect the U.S.
Yep, it's a transactional presidency, so there's lots on the docket there. All right, we're 15 minutes away from the closing bell. A totally different session than we'd have predicted earlier in the morning. We're off the lows.
Totally
This
different.
is Bloomberg.
We hate you. What? All right, I got the previews. I got a couple. I'll post these too. I think a lot of them are for the morning tomorrow. I think today is just going to be Papal, and then, yeah. NXPI, but again, they're not really the biggest earnings movers, so I got the ones that I think could do good. Pfizer, PayPal, Estee Lauder, and then Palantir. I think those are the ones I have. Pfizer, PayPal, Pfizer, Palantir. Oh, I got Spotify too. I'll have to post that one by itself. So again, go to my Twitter, Real Colt News, and you will find all of the earnings previews, plus of a lot of other annoying comments if you're into that. Is NVO in the morning? Pinterest. Hi. Why is Pinterest moving? At the high. I mean, PayPal's already up a lot just over the last couple weeks. It's kind of been insane. So, yeah, again, even we'll stick around here for a little bit. But go to the Twitter, Real Colt News, and then here's the previews. When the earnings come out, you could compare them against the wire, wherever you get the info. And then here is the guidance. So what's expected, what they have here, how they've done. It even tells you what the options are pricing in. So I posted a couple, Estee Lauder, Palantir, Pfizer. Again, I think you guys want Palantir and PayPal today. So again, Palantir's pricing in 14, PayPal pricing in 8. Ugh. Palantir's a lot, man. Palantir's up 90% since November. So yeah, good luck. Good luck. Am I buying any Palantir puts? I don't know. I feel like eventually, but I think I'm gonna just play the news when they come in early. I'm chilling. I only want Uber, I think, and then I think earnings is just getting in the way of everything. It's a terrible time to have earnings. Usually it's more exciting, but now with the first 100 days, it's like I think IBM outperformed in a couple of others. Like you have to do really good. Otherwise, I think it's just very easy to get drawn back into the tide pool of the market. Does that make sense? That's why like IBM is a good example. Like they did good and they like did their own thing, but you got to have like a blowout report. Otherwise, I think you're kind of, and then like Meta to a degree, but yeah. Yeah, the morning might be a little easier with the volatility. But yeah, good luck. We have PayPal in the long run. Okay. TW, that's 10-minute rigs. Again, those puts too, they're all clapped, and then we got our 250 from that, from the ghetto spread. But yeah, today was good. We also got the other $200 from the other puts. So not a bad day. Not a bad day. Another early news one. No news, just that's 10-minute rig. We have report that Donald Trump is talking to Trudeau right now, but I don't know if we're going to get the live feed. President Trump to meet with the NHL's Florida Panthers at the White House. That's coming out. Oh, man. I'll tell you, Canada didn't want to play ball. So what we're doing is moving hockey to America. I know you thought it was Canadian. We're now offering a buyout to every Canadian hockey team. You come over here, you ski on our ice. Ski on our ice is twice as nice. That's what we're going to do. I mean, that's a wild headline. I mean, the NHL Florida Panthers owner is meeting with Donald Trump at the White House. This is serious, you guys. We're talking Canadian tariffs, and now hockey team owners are going to the White House. You guys are, I know it sounds funny, but this is serious. You know what I'm saying? The one thing us as Americans know about Canada, you're right. You guys are like, you guys don't know shit about tariffs. You're right, we don't. But we do know Canadians in hockey. And now that motherfucker going to the White House, hold up. I'm just saying, this got real, bro. Shit got real. Mm-hmm. What's the puck? I like that one. They won the Stanley Cup last year? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. It's no longer the Stanley Cup. It's the Trump Cup. How do you like that? Sorry, we're doing it. I love that word. It's a great, we'll call it the Tariff Cup. That's it. If you beat me on tariffs, you get a trophy. Otherwise, start playing ball. I don't want to do this anymore. Why? Just stop it. What about the eggs? I thought there's eggs. Stop it. All right, man. This was a live recording of a Trump call, I think. Maybe. Not really, but yeah. Depends what type of imagination you have. All right, though. It's not bad, my friends. We're wrapping it up. We are wrapping it up. So finalize it. I don't know. Today feels kind of like Friday, except tomorrow's a Tuesday. But in the sense of we're probably going to get another update after the bell. We're going to hear more about China. Market already digested a lot of negative between the morning and now. So I don't know if it's going to be as choppy, but I don't think we have any exposure for tomorrow on Spy Play. So you got to kind of make up your mind there, but you don't have much time remaining. Feels quiet. Well, this looks just like the fucking Reuters thing, dude. Tell me this does not feel exactly like the Reuters move. I think, wasn't it like right around, was it here? No, it's right here, I think. And then you did the little up, and then we came back down, and then what's her name confirmed it. Like, it just feels, but then again, today was like, you just got more development. Now it's just whatever he says with China tomorrow. And then whatever you deal with Canada, depending on if this call materializes negatively or not. Let me see. Those are still, at 16. Okay. Oh, I know what we should play. I played the wrong one. But I did make a play. What up, baby? Good morning. Well, good evening, actually. Afternoon. All right, I did a spy put for tomorrow. They went down even though the market just, damn, they just scammed me on that. What the hell? But yeah, I did a spy put for tomorrow, not a recommendation. But I know exactly what I should have done something else. Oh, yeah, we only got 2 minutes? Fuck. No, I don't think we're landing the plane. I'm shopping, brother. So, again, just the dynamic of this, you got to kind of like set your moves the day before, or we wait till the headline. But you have Canada and China pretty much in the next 24 hours. All right. Filled? No film. They hate me. Oh, come on. Hold on. Okay. All right. I did K-Web both ways. They're both. The calls are a little cheaper, but they're juiced. That's the only part. I did a next week K-Web both sides. I kept it small, $50 on each direction. Not a recommendation. Oh, crap. 1 minute! Yeah, so I did K-Web both ways. Again, $50 a pop. I'm playing both sides. I don't really know how it's going to play out. Kind of did the barbell, and then we'll be able to do it. Trump is live now. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, he's waiting. Yeah, bro. They're waiting till the end of the day. All right, well, you have less than 10 seconds. We got earnings. I love you. God bless you, Chad Antonia.
Then they lost 3, and I said, "Ooh, this is going to be a tough loss."
It's going to be a tough one.
I don't know. That would have been
bad. Running.
That's the real champions.
I love you, Chad.
But the 2024 Stanley Cup champions, the Florida Panthers.
Ding, 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 ding.
And it was a tremendous championship and watched by all. And the entire team, congratulations on your first ever Stanley Cup win. And you had a couple of really close calls, and I watched the team get better and better and better, and then they won. In particular, I want to congratulate your team owner, Vinny Viola, my friend. His sons, John Michael and Michael Thomas. Where are your sons? Where are they?
Raise your hand.
Where are they? Nice job.
Nice.
And head coach Paul Maurice. Really fantastic.
Good job. Well, watch The Wire for the earnings. Why does that sound like a sitcom?
That's a good coach, too.
Man.
General manager Bill Zito. Bill.
That's how you know, like, bro, they sound like a sitcom. They're like, ha, 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 ha,
And
ha.
President and CEO
We're terrified
Matthew
of you.
Caldwell.
Hey. Matthew's important. They like Matthew. He got an A.
We're also pleased to be joined by NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Where's Gary? Gary, come here, Gary. He's done a great job. I knew him a long while, right? When he was in another
This is
league.
offensive, right?
But
we just sanctioned Canada, and now we're doing like a hockey event in the White House. Like, this is a challenge, right?
Rick, Ashley, congratulations.
I feel
to
like
Ashley.
I'm getting into beef with the
And
Canadians.
Representatives Byron
They're like,
Donalds.
look, we do
Byron,
it too.
thank
We
you very
know
much.
hockey. We could do it. We could do it too.
Gus Bilirakis, thank you very
Fuck
much,
you.
Gus.
Yeah,
Michael
fucking guys.
Herodopoulos. Michael, good job, Michael. Anna Paulina Luna. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Congratulations. Jared Moskowitz. Jared, very good. And Maria Salazar. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much. And we have a couple of others. I'm going to get myself in big trouble because I don't know where you are. I know you're here someplace, but we got to get on to ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
The Panthers' 2023
Ice hockey.
and 2024 season was one for the history books. It was really an exciting one. Everybody was watching it.
Everybody.
You secured the Atlantic Division title for the third time, and after coming up just short of the Stanley Cup the year prior, you gave the fans one of the most riveting comebacks in NHL history, in any sport history. I don't know anything about a comeback, but they tell me it's very exciting. I never viewed mine as a comeback. I never said this was not a comeback.
It wasn't a comeback. It was a slaughterfest.
Team captain
Apple EU
Alexander Sasha Barkov was crowned the league's best defensive forward after
It wasn't a
winning his
comeback.
second
It was mine.
Sulky
I
trophy,
took what was
and that
mine.
was a great honor. It's a big
It was
deal
always
to do that.
mine.
Where is he?
Palantir popping a little bit. I don't see the report. There's K-Force.
So we lost him. And when facing off against your cross-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Lightning, Matthew Tkachuk's firepower was unmatched, contributing 2 goals and 2 assists, and he led the way to a glorious 9-2 victory. 9-2 victory. 9-2 victory in one game?
He's just read this.
How many times have people done that? That was... How the hell did they take you 9-2 victory and then you...
See, that's the thing Biden would never pick up on.
Happen? I'm surprised too.
Well, 9, everybody
Setting
works in
franchise
9-2.
with the
Way to
Panthers'
work in
11th
9-2.
consecutive win
We're
on the
American
road.
family. Even
And
Chuck's
then,
like, damn,
Anton
9-2 in hockey,
Lundell also had a
motherfucker.
memorable season.
That's a
racking up
fucking... How'd you do
35
that?
points. Wow, with 13 goals.
He didn't even read it till right
22
then, but
assists.
he
won
said, damn,
55%
9-2.
of his face-offs, setting an all-time career high while just 22 years old.
David.
And congratulations to
Bless
Anton.
the Chad. I'm clapping for David, not the NHL.
That's great.
9-2. That's it.
Don't worry, you'll
blowout.
get beat up in life a little bit. Your team's many successes were the result of incredible performances across the board, and I'm sure you agree that your coach deserves a lot of credit. He's a great coach. Nobody knows hockey like Paul. He's the league's second all-time leader in games coached and holds the record for the most wins in Florida's Panthers history, and I assume he's going to be around for a long time, right? He's not going anywhere. Coach, I want to be your agent, Coach. Under Paul's leadership, the Panthers have become a finely tuned machine with a rock-solid defensive and offensive your offense is great. Your defense is great.
Palant and SMCI. Full-year guidance. All right. So revenue 31%. Oh, I just came by here. I'll pull it up. Let me get the expectations. But, yeah, Palantir's already out. So let's see. Again, the preview's on Twitter. You could have the expectations. But that guidance number already looked good. So what were we looking for? I don't know if SMCI's out or if it's reacting to any of the other ones. I got to scroll to it, but I have it. Adjusted EPS was 3 cents. I want you guys to see it, but, I just had it. 3 cents a share. Estimate was 11. I don't know if that's adjusted. Net revenue, $79 million. I don't know where the net was at. Revenue, $827.5. Oh, they killed it. Oh, they slaughtered it on revenue. What the fuck? And then first quarter, $858 to $860. Yeah, they killed it and raised. They fucking murdered it. And then 52% year over year, revenue guidance of 31, growth eviscerating consensus estimates. That's what they put in the press release. Yes. In the press release, it quotes, year over year growth eviscerates consensus estimates. Literally, eviscerates is in the quote of the filing. I am not making that up. Eviscerates is a quote. I've never seen that in my life. To be honest, all these reports, I've never read a company claiming to eviscerate consensus, but they did. That's true. I think they did. They see full-year revenue 374 to 376. Yeah, they just raised guidance by fucking 50% or something. No, yeah, they eviscerated it. That makes a lot of sense. Adjusted income 354 to 358. Oh, that's a little lower. So we'll see. But I want to see what the operating income is expected. But yeah, they killed it. I mean, it's out. Here's the sad part. Are you guys ready? It's a really good report, but you are only up what was priced in on the options. No, it wasn't the reporters. It was the filing. They put eviscerate on their 10Q. It's just their filing statement included eviscerate. That's why I was like, wait a minute, but no, it wasn't. It was eviscerate. So yeah, it's moving. That was a great earnings. I'm surprised. I think they did very, very good. But yeah, it was pricing in a lot. But even with all this, wait till more. But good guidance, good report. I mean, yeah. If you like Palantir and you were worried about it being up 100% in a month or 3 months, I mean that report was good. So yeah, do your thing. Your puts got carped. Carp's a scary man. Mm-hmm.
Achievement, Bob. Congratulations.
I don't know. Let me check
but
if
the title couldn't have been
Palantir
won
came out.
if you didn't have a man named Carter Verhage. Carter Verhage. Where's Carter? I can only pronounce that name because I heard it so many times during the service.
Carter Verhage.
I heard that name so much, Verhage. A scoring champion, and he's the scoring and
PayPal's not out yet.
Opening goal of that game was very important, wasn't it? That put you in a position where got you the butterflies.
We bought
out a little
Palantir at
bit.
$10. I sold it for a tax loss and never got in, but if you got the original Cole entry, you got Palantir at $10.
And gave the Panthers your first lead in the series since Game 3.
That was one time where taxes did not help
Sam
me in
Reinhart,
that case.
who had a legendary shot in Game 7. That certainly was a legendary shot.
I don't know.
One
PayPal
that's
might
not
be in the
gonna
morning.
be
Yeah, I might be
forgotten
dumb.
after securing the
Is that
puck
it?
from Carter. Sam carried it down the ice and flicked a wrist shot, very much like I would do it if I played. Right past the Oilers goalie, beating him and beat him on the glove side. Where are you? How did you feel after that shot? Like the greatest feeling or one of the greatest in life?
You still have about 25 minutes to play, so not too good.
We have a long time left. That's true.
Oh, Clorox. That's
true.
the other
Yeah,
one.
A little bit to go.
See, Alexis came out.
Cemented himself as in Panthers history for shooting the team's first ever Stanley Cup winning goal. That was a winning goal. Both teams showed tremendous
I don't think they're
willpower and
pricing it a lot.
athletic talent.
They're up
Unbelievable
3.5
talent.
though.
But in the end, the Panthers
Looks like they
stood
raised
the
guidance.
ground and did what you have
Clorox
to do as
might
a
move.
champion.
I don't know what
You
his
can't
pricing, though.
be
It's
a
usually
champion
small.
unless you could go through something like that. And I can tell you, it was hell for them, that seventh game. Going to the seventh game had to be hell because you're either going to win and really be praised because you came from such a horrible position to being life-threatening. Right? I mean, that would have been just unbelievable. We've seen them. We've seen it happen. It happens a lot, actually. But you didn't let it happen to you. It's an incredible achievement. And I just want to tell you, you fought for every last point, and it was just something I watched, Mr. Commissioner. I was watching that sucker for maybe the wrong reasons because of that guy. And I was hooked, too, because you fell in love with that team, the guts and the courage they had. You really started to really like them. They're great people, and now I see them. And, in fact, I like them so much, I said, we'll get rid of the fake news media very soon, and we're going to go to the Oval Office, and we're going to take some pictures in the Oval Office. Normally, we don't do that, but we're going to do it for this team and for you. And we'll take, unless you don't want to go, you can go home a little bit early. So today, we honor the three and these just really great athletes. These are amazing athletes, an amazing team, and their outstanding achievements, their wonderful owner. From underdogs to champions, they prove the dedication and hard work can transform dreams into reality. So congratulations once again to the Florida Panthers on just an unbelievable season and a really an unbelievable run because you've been doing so well and now you continue to do well. We'll try and get to one of those games. You know, it's a little tough as president, but I think we can work it out. We'll need a lot of Secret Service. They'll be happy. Well, we're gonna get to do it. You've made your state and your fans very, very proud. And now I'd like to introduce my friend Vinny Viola, who's a real champion himself. He's a champion at everything he's ever done.
Where does
Loves
Canada
the
come
military.
into play?
First thing he did, I see him, he said, you got to do this with the
You guys
Army.
know
You gotta
that,
move
right?
them here.
So now everybody in the world wants to know what happened on that call, and now we have to sit here and listen to him talk about hockey. This is so funny in its own ironic way. You know what I'm saying?
Come here.
Like that's like, because this would be the setting where he could say something about Canada too. But we know he just got off the call, and now he's just like, let's congratulate hockey, ice hockey.
Fantastic. Thank you. So
Like,
whatever
oh,
it
man.
is you're working so hard at, it's agreeing with you, and I like to see that, and thank you. So
Palantir, there you go. Now you're above expectations.
We brought a cohort.
Yalla.
To use a term.
But yeah, they killed
to
it,
use
bro.
the military of
Again,
champions
every estimate
to
was
visit
raised
the
up there, full year guidance,
And your kindness
literally everything.
And
So yeah,
the
it was a solid
hospitality
all-around
displayed
beat.
by your staff is a simple reflection of the excellence that you demand of your people, and we were the beneficiaries of it today. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm going to keep this short because I really don't enjoy this.
I don't think it's going to be short.
Just a couple of points.
Clorox
South
up
Florida,
5-2.
Florida, more broadly, has just been fantastic to us, Mr. President. We have with us two very special people. They know our team in and out. I have to recognize them. Mark Bogan and Monica Shapiro from Broward County. They're just two superstars. And it's hard. You know, it's hard to start, really, Gary. When we took the team, it was a little tough. And we really needed the help of the community and the political class, and quite frankly, the private leadership. I could thank every member of the Panther staff. They were all here, the team. I'm going to bring up a guy that you would really like. He's just a tough, talented. His spirit
NXPI, they came in barely above 311 versus 3-1.
His dad was a
EPS
great
beat
player.
by 4 cents.
Keith Kachuk,
Margin, I think, was in line, or they didn't have guidance.
Guy. He's like his dad.
NXPI's out, though.
Before I do, I want to say one thing, because my brain runs all over the place. Jared Moskowitz.
Told you I wasn't
Your
short.
dad, when I bought this team, spent countless hours with me, driving me all over Fort Lauderdale. I mean, meeting with, right, Monica?
Not that
He
I
was
thought
a
it was the
great
adjusted
guy.
income,
I want
but
you
no
to
one
know he
cared. The
was a great
operating
guy,
income still beat.
And I want you to know
I thought
you carried
operating
him in
income
your
missed,
heart
but it was a
every
beat.
day. And
So
he'd be
it's
so proud of you
solid.
and
It's
the
all around a
public
good beat.
service.
That's it.
Now-
15% was priced in, but they eviscerated guidance.
Mr. President, I'm going to ask Matthew Kachuk to come up. We got a few things for you. I really hope you like them, especially the. Is it up there? We framed. You're the only. Listen, we had to go 45 and 47, right? And so.
Well, thank you.
I thought you'd like that, but instead of a Ranger tab, because we designed this like the Ranger Battalion, your tab says POTUS. See above the Florida? See that, Rick? That's pretty cool, right? All right, Matthew, come on up here. You're going to talk to the president about your team.
Look at that hockey jersey. I want a hockey jersey.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Mr. President, for having us today. We greatly appreciate it, and being one of the few Americans, who loves this country so much. This is such an incredible day for myself, and you wake up every day and I'm really grateful to be an American. So thank you. But yeah, this team and this group of guys is super special, and everybody sees what we do on the ice. But I've built bonds with these guys that'll. I'll have for the rest of my life, and I'm forever grateful for these guys. We're forever champs.
Oh, like
and I'll always remember
bonding.
these guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
It's true.
with that said, we've got a few gifts for you. Mark, you want to give me out?
You got a gift?
This is a trick. They say it's really heavy. This is a trick. Oh, I've lived it. No matter what I do, I'll live it.
I like the jersey, bro. I like the jersey. I said I don't want to fly. I kind of want one. I'm not gonna lie, that jersey goes pretty hard. Like the big oversized hockey, like 47 Trump. Nah, man, that's kind of swaggy.
Do I get that too? Do I get that?
Like I would wear that in a music video. You know what I'm saying?
His father was
Like if I ever made a music video, I would be wearing that.
genetics, right?
Is that that's a hockey stick. I was like, why'd they give him a pool stick? That doesn't seem fitting.
Follow you. Okay, let's go. We're going to the Oval Office.
Biden would have been like, yeah, where's the other chopstick? How do you these are big chopsticks. Wow. Yeah, I think that's it. We didn't get to hear anything. So now, between now and the watch list, you are going to have to wait until you hear about the next Trump move. So, Chattadonia. Wow. I hope you are feeling good. I think if you have Palantir, you love it. But other than that, you should have liked some of the plays otherwise. And you should be excited for not knowing what's going to happen next. Oh, but our Monday is over, Chad. I will see you on the watch list. That is all I have. Go read the books. Richest Man of Babylon. Proverbs New Living Translation. Strangest Secret in the World. And the highs and lows. Don't get taken advantage of. But you got to go watch the Philo. It's good. The Philo will show up afterwards, baby. But that's it. Why, baby? Why? Finger to the sky, baby. To God be the glory. And through the grace of God alone. Amen. 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 And listen, watch all the videos. If you feel like you have questions about anything, about the stream, or like, go watch. You guys just got to catch up, man. That's it. So stay in tune. Otherwise, I will see you tonight. If you are already caught up, we got to keep it rolling, baby. We got to keep it rolling. So I love you, Chattadonia. Enjoy your evening. Go get a good workout in. That's what I'm going to do. And I love you. And peace out. And wait, chopsticks. Where's your chopstick? God, I'm just fucking. I'm signed with the CAA now. Fuck us. Spy pop. Oh. Hold on. Rubio tells Congress that they may be abolished. Germany, UA is strong and capable. We need to convey. Trudeau, Chalmers, confident. Australia can withstand trade. What? Australia? Germany, Scholz? Hold on. I think that's it. It could be earnings or TEM. I see something with it. No, I'm stuck. There's Germany headlines and then Australia trade war. That's what I'm seeing right now. But that's it. But it's not. I'm not getting it. That's it. They already stole my calls. What's happening? I don't know what they are. It could be Treasurer Chalmers confident. I thought I'm not the president anymore. That's our restrained trade restrictions. Yeah, no, I don't see anything yet. Rubio says that you said will be abolished. This has to either be earnings reaction or, again, I saw something quick on Trudeau, but then it disappeared. And then all I see is Germany and then Australia. So, yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just crackheads. Maybe it's dollar and Friday. I don't know. Bonds didn't really move, did they? Oh, bonds went down. Dollar went nowhere. Trump says call with Trudeau went very well. I saw something that said it, but it disappeared. I don't know. Either way, I saw the other one with Australia. But I think that one is old. But either way, I don't think that's going to be too much. But unfortunately, we do have to wait. Like, we don't know what's going to be said. Yeah, it's CNN. Trump call with Trudeau went very well. That was, again, I do think that was an older headline. But no, there's a CNN headline with it. It's just elaborating on some of the older news. Trump expect you to issue an executive order on Tuesday withdrawing the U.S. from UNRWA and prohibiting future funding of UN relief for Gaza. Oh, wow. So there's tomorrow. That's coming out now. So Trump is going to be withdrawing from UNRWA, the UN assistance, and he's going to sign an executive order on that tomorrow. Yeah, that's coming in now. So you got the CNN one and then backing out of UNRWA. People are going to get mad at that. There's a lot of things to do it. I would watch the streams. I don't know, with even all the questions that I've been getting about the stream, It kind of highlights that a lot of people don't even like listen to it, but I would just go back and watch if you're curious. I think all the answers are there, but otherwise, I'm gonna leave it for the videos that we've already talked about. Yeah, there's a lot today that everyone could be pissed about, like the other what was it? The Elon thing I told you about. There was that, and now the UNRWA stuff. Oh, you said they abolished. You said too. See, now you're coming back again. That was just a weird CNN pump, but it's going to be weird waking up to tomorrow. I think by the time that we have the watch list tonight, we'll have more info, and then I don't think you're going to wake up to gap down futures, but you never know. Withdrawing from the UN aid. Yeah, U.S. and UN Human Rights Council, UNRWA. Wow. That being said, Chattadonia, God bless you all. We already went through, we already did it. You guys got to have the Philo, man. We've gone through everything, but I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We got distracted there by that headline, but it was a great Monday, baby. Welcome to 2025. You want the tweets? Well, you got to follow me on Twitter. I'll try my best. I'm going to go get a workout in, and thank you for being here, and I love you. God bless you, and have a wonderful evening, and peace out. I tell you, the call went great. If by great you mean we win, I win. It's a battle. I win. I don't care about the market. I don't care about people complaining if they didn't watch the video. That's what he said. I know. Can you believe it? Either way, you'll have a watch list. We'll see who watches. I love you. Goodbye. Good night. Turn it off. Ice hockey. Hockey on ice.